And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Bubba and the Bloom, episode 189. And we have a fun one on tap tonight, everybody. Gladiator time. We're entering the Thunderdome, the Coliseum, as Gladiators once said, to do a live draft, live Gladiator draft, NFBC style. We'll get to the details real quick. Draft starts in 5 minutes. But first off, you can find me on Twitter at BDNtrix Podcast, at Bubba Bloom Pod, and my co-host, as always, on Twitter at RyanBHQ. Ryan Bloomfield, how we doing, my friend?
We're great, man. It's the kids went down. The kids went down early and ready for draft time. I've got the secret weapon fired up for tonight. I've got the early release baseball forecaster projections in hand. So gonna battle test those on tonight's show. The book goes out to the printer tomorrow, so it's pretty much ready to roll. But I'm using the projections tonight that no one else has for my benefit or not. We'll see. I don't know what projections are we rolling with on your end there, man.
They're all up top here.
They're all up top.
Right
They're all in that.
Yep.
All in that bald head.
Yep. It's all my bald head up here. We're gonna have some fun with this. Just
all
the knowledge that I can accrue. We're good.
This is. We mentioned on the last show. This is basically a listener league with people in our Discord as part of our Patreon. 13 out of the 15, with a couple lifers being that 2 out of 15 that we'll talk about. But I'm excited. The chat's been the chat and the Discord have been pretty active leading up to today, so it's been good. I brought a couple IPAs with me. We are good to go. IPAs
and illegal projections. This is great.
Illegal projections.
This is going to be awesome. But for those that are new to the NFBC Gladiator, just real quick, it's 23 rounds. There's no bench. You have to fill out your roster. And it's a Gladiator because basically survival of the fittest as the season goes on. If guys get hurt, tough. That's just the reality of the situation. There's many ways to skin a cat, as they say. So we'll see guys draft differently. Some of these people in the draft have drafted a few of these already. They're ready to rock and roll. This will be my first. Pretty sure it's Ryan's first. So we're going to get our feet wet here. I got my 3-pack. I might get another 3-pack. So I like doing these to get rocking and rolling. They are a blast, and they will basically go through December. And then once they're filled up the quota, they are done for the rest of the draft season. So if you like them, get in early and make it happen. We're talking draft. It's 15 teams also, if anybody's curious. 15 teams. We already said that, 13 to 15. But for those missing out on that, 15 teams, 23 picks. So they go quick, and it's a lot of fun here. So, Ryan, what else would you like to bring up when it comes to the Gladiators? Because we've already talked about, in our reviews about some positions seem weak, or they fall off quickly, or this, that, and the other. But when you don't get to put a bench together, it changes things a bit.
Yeah, and if you don't get to make it is survival of the fittest, and so it's interesting. Like we talked about maybe doing like a Gladiator primer leading up to this live draft, and it's like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong with this, but I just do these for fun. They're $50 a pop, a way to live draft in December or November, whatever the hell month it is. And it's all about just injury avoidance, and it's so hard to predict that in November. So I just have fun with these. I don't have too much of like a bold strategy or anything going into it, just because so much is left to the injury gods. And again, maybe that's the wrong way to handle it, but I just like to have fun with these, and we'll drop some insights along tonight. I know listening to live drafts on the podcast side can be hit or miss, but I'm sure we'll have a ton of fun. We're picking 4 or 5 picks apart. I'm 5th.
Yep. And I'm 9th. So it's a good mix, because we've had many drafts we've done live, Ryan, where we've been back to back, or usually like complete opposite ends of the draft. So this is kind of fun. We're both kind of in the middle, give or take, middle thirds, or like the third mark. And we'll have some fun with that. So you'll get an early pick. I'll get an early second pick type thing, and we'll go on from there to see where things go for sure.
Yeah, the things I'm looking at just strategy wise is, when are relievers going to start going? How early are those guys going to go? I have not even looked at Gladiator ADP. I am strictly just going off the forecaster projections tonight, but interested to see what the reliever landscape looks like, and of course, starting pitchers, right? Like, are we going to see a bunch go in the second round as usual, or is that going to get pushed down even more, given how early we're drafting?
Well, the draft starts in about 8 seconds, so we're going to get the party started here real early with, again, most of these are people from the Patreon Discord. So Alvis on the clock takes Bobby Witt number 1, folks. Bobby Witt number 1. don't hate it. I'll tell you that much. But it's fun seeing Ohtani not go at the very beginning. So good stuff there with Bobby Witt, number 1, Ryan.
I think we'll see that more and more, right? With the Ohtani, the Ohtani questions as he gets drafted.
You are on deck, by the way.
So it's Witt, Ohtani, Ellie went 3rd, so I'm going to get either Judge or J-Ram. I was a little, I don't want to say worried about getting Ellie 5th, but that was what the ADP was going to kind of guide me, was going to say either Ellie or Judge.
Oh, then Gunner goes. Now you got to
Wow.
decide between J-Ram and Judge now.
Already, this is a freaking strong room.
Shortstops going quick, because we do know shortstops kind of drop off, so maybe there's something to it.
Yeah, I'm going to let Judge. Dude, I took Judge in my first draft of the year. Do I take him again?
He just was the unanimous AL MVP, Ryan. At 32, though. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, Gladiator. I'm going to go J-Ram. I'm going to trust. I'm going to trust the floor, the playing time consistency of J-Ram. So I'm going to go J-Ram over Judge. This is a fall for Judge. There we go. Burks just took him. I will name some names in these. I noticed NFBC did fix their big sticker thing. This is a public draft board that we've got up on the thing, and so it used to show the name anyway. But I'm going to out Burks, who's picking 6th, and I may out some other listeners as well.
I'm on deck, and I got Soto, Tucker, Betts. I'm on the clock. Soto and Betts sitting right there. Man alive. I think I'm going Juan Soto, which feels a little dirty, but I'm going to go Juan Soto on this one.
Okay. You would have taken Tucker, wouldn't you?
Yes, Tucker's my dude. That's pretty cut and dry. I'm still a believer, but I'll go Soto. I know there's questions about where does he land, this, that, and the other, but I'm gonna go Soto with that batting average floor he brings to the table. That Betts has shown some inconsistency. It's still very good, but inconsistencies throughout his career. Where Soto's pretty much a batting average machine.
Yeah, Betts inconsistency, hits 320, then 290, 310. That's pretty inconsistent.
Well, here we go. Look at the outfield run though, as we got Judge, J-Ram, Tucker, Soto, Tatis. Betts is still falling in this draft. We're at 11 right now. Maybe Cicchini. No, Cicchini goes Corbin Carroll over Mookie Betts. Betts is dropping rapidly.
We must not pump up Betts enough on the show, I guess.
I'm not. He was one of my favorites in the first round before. He's never one of my top options. I may regret that again someday. Waxman's not in the draft, of course. So looks like
whole time down.
Waxman will get Betts unless he probably preset his rankings, and we'll see if he drafts at all tonight. That'll be fun.
So the other thing about Betts and in general multi-position guys kind of don't help you as much in Gladiator, right? Because you don't have a bench and you're not picking up, dropping guys. So like after you leave you have some flexibility, right? Because you can go shortstop, outfield, have a little bit of flexibility in draft, but multi-position guys, I don't think as much of a bump as they need to in draft and hold, and obviously in Fab League. So that is a little bit of a strike against Betts.
It does help while you're drafting, knowing you have a shortstop or an outfield. Yep. Yeah, so gives you a little flexibility. Like Util's already booked for Team 2. There goes Betts to Waxman, who I'm going to call him out.
Did he time out?
Here. Oh, he timed out. Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about Corbin Carroll going behind Julio Rodriguez? Julio went 7th and Carroll went 11th.
It's one I've looked at a lot more doing like projection shows with Ben and some others, that I took Carroll over J-Rod in my DC, and I kind of half regret that. I think J-Rod's, the way he finished the season, looks like a nice bounce back, but same with Corbin Carroll. Corbin Carroll's very good as well. But even when J-Rod has struggled, his batting average has been pretty darn good compared to Carroll. When Carroll struggled, that batting average took a dip in a big way. There goes our technically 5th shortstop off the board with Francisco Lindor. That's going quick.
Yeah, that is 5 shortstops in the first round. That's absolutely bonkers. I stick out with my little pink J-Ram.
Yep. Your little J-Ram sticks out. That's a story for another day. But we're gonna see where we got the pick 14 and 15 coming up here. Paul Skeens, first pitcher
There's some
off
pitchers.
the board from one of the lifers in the NFBC. Now we got the turn. I was wondering when the first pitcher would go, because some people do move them up big time in these Gladiators. Some do not. Some do.
Very interesting notes from Ron Chandler on Skeens in his intro in the Forecaster. I'll tease that one out there.
Looking forward to seeing what that's all about with that tease. But we saw Skeens, Scuba go back-to-back at 14, 15. Then Jaron Duran, first pick in round 2. That was a big one. I did notice in my first DC, or I guess the Meatball was the first. In my DC right now, that outfield, yes, there's a lot of later outfielders, but if you want like a good core of outfielders, don't wait too long, is what I would say. So,
What's wrong with this room, man? Why is Freddie Freeman and Jordan still available?
Because they all took shortstops. There goes Jackson Churio off the board.
Wow.
This is a fun start here indeed. There goes Vladito over Freddie Freeman. What's your thoughts on that?
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm starting to believe more and more in Vlad. It's probably gonna bite me in the butt for the first time ever, but I'm starting to get there, I believe.
So what are you thinking coming back? You're 3 picks away. I mean, there's a ton of good options, dude.
Yeah, and like, these guys are just sitting here listening to us talk. So let me give all my options away. That'd be a great idea. But I'm still there. There's a pitcher that I love still on the board, of course. People know that very clearly. I'm not forcing Trey Turner because I know shortstops have gone crazy, but at this point, I like my pocket later on that I can go to. It is a little annoying that Waxman clocked out and it doesn't automatically go to auto. I don't know why that doesn't happen in the system. That's slightly annoying, but there's a slew of options coming up here. I would like.
While you're thinking, Martin wants to know where your legal pad is.
Oh, it's right next to me.
You writing your team down there?
No. That's what the software's for. I mean, NFBC software is great. Waxman goes Ronald Acuna Jr. with his second auto pick of the night. And now Cicchini is on the clock on this one. So we'll see where he goes. Like,
honestly, him going down the whole minute is fine. I can catch up on stuff because there's a lot going on when we're talking and streaming. Jordan just goes. That was the move. That was the pick.
And there goes Freddie Freeman. So I will take my guy. I'll take Zach Wheeler. Give me Zach Wheeler. I'll take that. Well, yeah, give me Zach.
He's old, man.
Yeah, he's younger than you. So yeah, I'll go Zach Wheeler. I'm a big fan of him. I talked about him plenty on our shows. I've taken him in at least one DC already. So I love me some Zach.
All of a sudden, I feel like the hitter options have dropped.
Well, your boy Gilbert's sitting right there still.
Yeah. I don't know. A second round pitcher in this one. Bryce Harper goes in the second round.
Hey, only the smart people take second round pitchers. So I'm just throwing it out there. I'd recommend it. There goes William Contreras. Sleazak, my man, going early with William. Woo!
Let's not get Bubba too fired up here. That's easy.
You're on the clock now. Jazz just went. We joke about how tough it is to draft like our auctions with all our listeners in it. This is already getting entertaining through 1.5 rounds.
Oh, and I'm naming names, not just people in the league, but just players I'm thinking about. I am up. I definitely noticed a drop in hitters after Alvarez and Freeman. Yep. I think there's a pretty big drop down to Harper, Chisholm, and I'm going to take Trey Turner.
Yeah, that was a drop.
Filling in that infield, man. Shortstop, third base. We'll go
cute.
with that.
I figured you go Logan Gilbert. That those innings he throws out there for you. Are you worried about the velocity? Jackson Merrill. That was the one I was thinking that could be a fun one right there. He went right after you. If you're looking for outfielders, that's an intriguing pick.
I took Logan Gilbert in the 3rd round of our Meatball draft, so I am not scared about Logan Gilbert, despite the velocity. He's 9th on the list, and he's 96. And I mean, more innings than
taking him in round 2 because I don't know if he's going to make it back to you in round 3. Is my point.
He'll make it back unless anyone's listening.
Yeah,
the entire league is. So.
Yeah, I was about to say the entire league's in the chat. So, yeah, that's not going to help.
Here's Dom saying, all caps, get your catchers before Bubba takes them. That is absolutely.
Yep. Hey, I turned in my catchers for the Black Book on Wednesday, so I'm fully ready to rock and roll there. I'm working on relief pitchers now. So, yeah, fun times. There goes Ketel Marte. I was wondering when someone would jump on that. Love the talent. We've just never really seen it back-to-back seasons. But, man, when he pops off in a big way, of course.
Yeah, I mean, the two, so Marte and Jarren Duran, I think, are the two. You could probably put Merrill in there, but I don't want to label rookies with that. But Marte and Duran are kind of the major, I think they're regressing back, but what are they going to regress to? Because they were awesome last year, and it's just how much are they giving back in 2025? I think they're both coming off career years.
That is a very valid point, Mr. Bloomfield. I will second that. But this is Emmanuel Clase, first closer off the board here with the final pick of round
There
2.
goes
Or no,
Gilbert.
second to last. There goes Gilbert. So Alvis on the turn goes Clase, Gilbert. Love that paired up with Bobby Witt Jr.
That's a Pacific Northwest pick right there. Logan Gilbert from a Pacific Northwest.
Oh, is he is he our duck?
Yep, he's our duck.
Kevin.
It's not even Burks. It's our other duck.
It's Kevin, right? Is that I think I got that right?
Yep.
Cool.
So good turn there. Yeah, interesting to go pitcher on the 2-3. I mean, you can't get much more stable than those two guys, than Clase and Logan Gilbert. So,
yeah, no, he loved definitely pairing up an ace, a closer, with basically the runner-up AL MVPs on a bad way to go about things. O'Neal Cruz picked 2 in round 3. He's moving up. That was an interesting pick. He's a round 3 pick, but as you know, that seems a bit early. I could be wrong. I'm not opposed to it. I have an O'Neal share. I'm kind of buying in this year, but that was interesting.
There are
it's ugly right now looking at the what's coming up here.
Well, it's just interesting. So, like, I mean, what you and Ben talked about with Steamer projections this week, like a lot of that top 10 for Steamer is for pitching is just to me risky as hell.
Yep. And there are a couple up here, like you mentioned.
There's a couple up here. Like I'm looking to like Framber Valdez. Honestly, third round seems very early for Framber, but if I'm gonna go pitcher, like that seems to be the pick I would make over Sale. Over, I don't know who else is gonna make Crochet.
I was just looking at Crochet. He's interesting.
George Kirby just went.
That's a good pick. You are on the clock, my friend. What is tickling your fancy?
We're gonna go. I don't know if this is risky or did he get taken? Oh shit! It's gonna take Austin Riley. He's gone.
Yeah, he went a while ago. Yep, that's that's what happens when you're I guess hosting live. But
that didn't take long. So now I'm kind of screwed, right? I did just talk about Framber.
You have a third baseman already. You're okay there.
I'm gonna go. You know what? He's around. I'm gonna still say third base. Go Machado.
That's fair. Don't hate it.
Plays every game. That's what I want in Gladiator.
Yeah,
I value that over potentially higher skilled guys who play.
There goes Chris Sale to Burks, Hader to Slesack, so another closer off the board.
I know who you're gonna. No, you may not take him.
Who do you think I'm gonna take?
I know you like Crochet.
I was looking at Cease or Crochet for strikeouts.
You have Wheeler already.
I know. It's called getting more. You need more to win than just Wheelers. So it says, and Cease has a better chance at wins than Crochet. So, and I love Crochet, but I'm gonna go Dylan Cease here.
Okay.
Get my strikeouts, and then we're gonna move on and build the bats later. This might be a learning curve in the first one for me to really screw up. At least Waxman's on auto now, so that's a plus. There goes CJ Abrams.
I need this to slow down. I totally missed the Austin Riley pick.
Well, that's because this is what happens when you input stuff into a spreadsheet, Ryan. Just draft.
No, not only I've got two separate spreadsheets. One with the freaking projections, and then one with my team tracker. And then I'm trying to talk to you, and then monitor the chat. So.
This is what happens, kids, when you let the robots take over. They start to overdo things, and circuits are going to fry.
While sipping on my little Sun River Pale Ale.
Look I got TDK says, love the early arms. Good idea this year, Bubba. See? What's up?
TDK is a good dude.
Even Dom in the chat says, glad your projections, smojections. Yeah, just wing it, man. Come on. Have some fun. There goes Devers with the auto pick to our buddy Waxman.
It's interesting to see Devers fall. The shoulders scares the hell out of me.
Both shoulders were hurt. That's the best part.
Yeah, that should say right. The shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Like normally, I think I'd go Devers over Machado, but not, especially not in this format. What we don't know about Devers at this time. There goes your guy, Crochet.
That's a good pick. Bobby D took him.
Yeah,
it's a good pick.
Good start. I like it. Jesus, Lindor, Vlad, Crochet. I like that.
I'd love to know how many that is for how many leagues he's done so far in these, because he'll usually come close to maxing out, I believe. The maxing out, you can do up to 50 of these.
Up to 50? I'm gonna fall a couple short, I think.
You can do only 50 of these. So Waxman can't be in all of them, technically.
That's a shame.
It is a shame.
I'm getting, Martin says, perhaps I should try a PowerPoint. And then and Ben's offering to fill out my little draft sheet for me.
There goes DeGrom.
The third round. I mean, I'm just not doing it this year.
That's where you got to do it if you want to do it.
That's where you got to do it.
That's the thing. Yeah, that team's got Skeens, Churio, DeGrom. Like, if DeGrom is close to old DeGrom, that's a hell of a start for pitching.
No one's liking my guy Framber, huh?
I love Framber. Maybe I'll take him as my third pitcher, just to really spice things up here.
Go for that. That's a good plan.
I don't plan on it, but the way things are moving on this board, I might have to.
So did you where are we at? All right. So little factoid from the baseball forecaster. The only pitcher in baseball with 4 straight 200 plus strikeout seasons. Dylan Cease.
Yeah. I didn't know it was 4 straight, but we talked about his projections the other day on one of the shows I was doing, and it's pretty impressive how good he's been. It's just a matter of, does he walk guys or not? That's always the thing.
I mean, the whip we talked about on the draft and hold primer episode. 80 percentile whip is like 116. Dylan Cease can, especially as your SP2 or in some cases SB1, he had a 107 whip last year, which is great, but he's had 3 seasons of above 1.4, so that just scares me.
Yeah,
scares me.
It's very, very fair. Not going to knock that at all. On the turn there, we saw Yamamoto and Devin Williams. That was a fun turn. I was actually just looking at Devin Williams. There goes Burns and Michael Harris. Let's see who Waxman auto picks. Guessing Corey Seager. That would be awesome. Be a big fan of that.
You're not really going to go with third.
Waxman's in. Waxman's in the draft now, folks. He's got a green dot. He's back. He's joined the party.
It's moving pretty quick.
Yep.
Hey, we just got a new Patreon subscriber. Larry, thank you, man.
Welcome. Yeah. So we got Skeens, Churio, DeGrom, Corbin, Burns. That's the start for Team 14. That's all hands on deck. And you're thinking my pitching was a little aggressive. That's one way to do it for sure.
Hey, I'm not going to say what's right, wrong. This is my first one. I obviously have no pitchers yet, so that's where I stand on the matter. If Framber does fall to me, I'm going to take Framber here. Because again, I almost took him last round, but
I'm not going to take him. I'll tell you that much. One thing I always struggle with, because I've heard like Rob and some other guys talk about, like, again, in many ways to skin a cat, what to do with relief pitching. Do you go early and like take advantage of it? Because I prefer the 7 starters, 2 closers. So if I have 2 closers, I want to be a little better off. Now, when we talked 80th percentile draft and holds, the number is probably even lower for Gladiators because of injuries and whatnot. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get my first closer and a guy that both of us really like, Ryan Raisel Iglesias is who I'm taking. He's just one of the most consistent studs in all of baseball when it comes to closing. So big fan.
I'm with you there. I am with you there. My projections, as I push my glasses up my nose, have Helsley a little higher than Iglesias, but
I was looking.
I know your stance on Helsley.
Yeah, I like him, but like I was doing my prep for, like, I was getting all my guys in order for relief pitching right up, and I'm looking at Helsley and I was like, God, it's the whole thing he almost got a save in like over 2/3 of his appearances. That's pretty freaking impressive.
Just when Scott took him. Sleazak. We got 2 Scotts next to each other.
I'm not knocking the pick. It's just a tough. There goes Ozuna, so you get your boy Framber. It's all yours.
Thank you.
Oh, now you're nervous?
Oh, no. I'm trying to mark people off my 2 damn spreadsheets.
Jesus. Why do you have 2 spreadsheets?
I got one with the players to pick from, and then one for my squad.
Oh my God.
Told you this.
Are you using the tracker you dropped into the Patreon, by the way? Is that the tracker sheet you're looking at?
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yep.
So it's not just a draft and hold tracker. You can use it for any draft.
You can use it for anything. But definitely a Gladiator. I think it's actually like the thing with Gladiator is
you can pick your guy, but there you go. Make sure you don't get auto picked.
The thing with Gladiator is like there's really I don't think there's any like targets. Because like people are gonna get hurt. So if you do 80th percentile like category targets in Gladiator, they're gonna be way low versus what your projections tell you, because the projections have everyone playing most people playing the full season. That's
there
just
goes another catcher, by the way. I
happen.
just got to throw that out there. Yainer Diaz won a bit ago. I just want to mention that. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, this is getting fun, man. You can tell because in the draft room, it's ADP based on gladiators, and pitching is popular early. It is a definite thing. If you want to change things up, scroll around a bit, you can definitely find some holes, I would say, to attack.
Scott Slezak in the chat says he really wanted Iglesias and took Helsley. But yeah, I mean, who knows?
Yep. Yeah, you never know. It's closers. That's, again, I'm not going to keep saying what I was working, but I noticed a lot of weird things looking at closers today. I'm just like, good God, trying to predict, like, outside of the elite guys barring an injury, there's a lot of what the F's going on there. Just a lot.
Yeah.
So it's pretty, pick your poison, get your guy is the way I would say it. I'll tell everybody I will not be taking Will Smith. He's all yours. So have fun with that, everybody.
Yeah. Did you see the? Oh yeah, you tagged me.
I tagged you. That's your player
comparison between Wells.
Yeah. Like, how are we? Like, who decided this was the comparison we're going to make? I feel seen.
Exactly.
Yeah, but whatever. Some people
More
just don't know.
Felix Bautista. That to me, that Felix Bautista going at the end of the fourth seems like a pretty good buy.
He terrifies me.
Does he?
Yeah, like I could be just way too cautious because the way I usually draft, but I would be lying if I didn't say I had concerns.
There's your guy, Slick Willie.
Yep. I was looking at him because shortstop is getting ugly as we get going. There's still guys I like, so I'm not panicking by any means. It's just the elite guys are disappearing. Let's put it that way.
Couple just noteworthy builds so far. 3 teams have taken 3 pitchers. You being one of them through 4 rounds. Only one team, Martin Sikulski, has gone all hitters. I almost went all hitters. But yeah, Framber in the 4th. We have a team with 3 hitters and then Felix Bautista. So, you got team 10 also has all hitters as well. So, a couple different strategies going on here.
Ellie, Riley, Olson, Schwarber on one all-hitter team. And then Tatis, Freeman, CJ, Abrams, and Altuve. Yeah, those are fun. Yeah, team 14 and team 15 both have gone 3 pitchers, 1 outfielder, except one's got 2 starters and a closer, but still 3 and 1. So that's fun. And then you got team 5, 2 third basemen. So
that would be yours truly.
Yes.
Dude, what if I forget and I guess I could put a third one.
You could technically have a third baseman, but that would talk about pigeonholing yourself, my friend. That would be.
There's not really. I honestly, I don't mind getting 2 good third basemen like that because it's pretty crappy position.
It is. It's not ideal. That's just to say the least, not ideal. See, at the turn there, Pete Alonso is Willie Adames. Pete Alonso, man, those are some good turns that Kevin's making there at the top.
It's a good turn, Alonso. Alonso.
I just don't know where Alonso's going. That's my only conundrum with him. But I don't think any ballpark's going to matter.
Yeah, I don't think it matters at all.
Yeah, so to get a round 5 big meat Pete the polar bear, that's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how I missed that one, but
I think Martin's trying to decide if he wants to take his first pitcher.
Nope,
no, he went Corey Seager. Stuck with the bats. Whew, baby, 5 bats. I love it. And Martin's done a lot of these, or at least a handful. I wouldn't say, I don't know if a lot's the right word, but he's done some of these. So I think he knows what he's looking for, to put it that way.
Oh,
were you looking at your
sniped. First bad snipe of the night. Helmar takes Pablo Lopez 1 pick before me. Ouch.
That's what makes these beautiful folks right out the gate.
Ouch, dude.
Pablo, and I didn't even want to say it because I'm like, your boy's still sitting there. Be a good pitcher 2 for you, and then a listener does the deed for me, so it worked out pretty well.
That hurts.
I think it was pretty good, but sure.
Dude, that hurts. Time to pivot. I've got 18 seconds.
Yep. Ben says time to update all 5 spreadsheets.
Yeah, I got a third spreadsheet that alarms start going off once Pablo gets taken.
I was looking at Teoscar. That's a good pick. There goes Robert Suarez. I'm up in 2 picks. I do not want to say who I'm targeting because I really need this person to fall to me. But
Yeah, I thought my tail. I mean, well, you're up.
There goes Ozzy Albies. I'm on deck. There goes. Well, I was looking at Wyatt Langford. Thanks a lot, Ishler. There it goes. Yep.
Excellent. You were looking at Langford there, really?
If Wyatt Langford fell to the middle round 5, I was very excited for that. Very, very excited for that. But instead, I will go with Seiya Suzuki in the outfield.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that.
Yep, I'll take some Seiya. Dude's been so good in the second half back-to-back years. There's a round 5 Garrett Cole. That's not just a Gladiator things, folks. He's been like around 4 or 5 pretty regularly, it feels like. I agree. The fall's real.
Yep, the fall is real. I mean, on the plus side, you are getting a pitcher who's pretty much been a first or second round pick for years in the 5th round. It's just the trends are bad. Does it continue to go bad, or does he turn it around? Honestly, it's a decent gamble to make in the 5th round.
Heck yeah! In a draft, there goes Roki Sasaki. There we go, Waxman. I know I've only been in 2 drafts with him. He's got him in both drafts, so that's fun. There goes Shota. Love Shota. I love Bobby D's putting together a team, folks. Not surprised by any means, but
not surprised.
Yeah, Crochet and Shota as your 1-2. That's pretty juicy, man.
I don't know the ADPs, but I would imagine Sasaki in the late 5th is one of the later you'll see.
It is one of the later.
Right?
His ADP 76. But he's gone as high as that includes a 270. He's gone as high as 23. Let me shrink.
Well, yeah. I mean, Sasaki has been taken in some early drafting holds. Like James Anderson got him in the 17th round. 16th
I'm using
round.
just Gladiator ADP.
Oh, just Gladiator. My bad. I should listen to you more.
Yeah, his ADP over the last 2 weeks, he's 64.
What's your take on this catcher order? So Willie Contreras, Yainer Diaz, and Adley Rutschman, 1, 2, 3. You good with that?
About what's left on the board, is that what you're saying?
No, just that order, 1, 2, 3, that's been taken.
William, Yainer, and Adley. I like that. Yeah, I'm 100% on board with that. Zero qualms about that at all. So, I love that Lawrence Butler pick. God, Mike the Mouth, you were putting. Damn it.
Yeah, I think that's.
I was hoping he'd fall.
I think I wouldn't take Butler in the 5th round.
Butler's ADP's 80 right now. It's gone as high as 65.
Then I will not have Lawrence Butler on my teams this year.
Yeah, even TDK here says Butler is rising, and he's been doing some drafts as well. So there goes Brenton Doyle. It was between Suzuki and Doyle for me, but I wanted to keep my batting average intact. So that was the decision maker on that one.
Batting average. You don't have your team tracker up. You don't know if your batting average
is all up here. I told you, Ryan. Seiya 280 plus, Juan Soto 290 plus. Like, just do the math. Count, carry the 3. It all figures out, dude. Come on.
Notable. Team 15 took Matt McClain.
Yes.
Team 15. He is an actual doctor, not just a fantasy doctor. It's Dr. Jim Ferretti, who really knows his stuff in terms of, in general, but with fantasy injuries. He's done some great work for HQ on that, and also some good presentations at First Pitch. For him to take Matt McClain with the first pick in the 6th round, I think is something to take note of, coming off a season where McClain didn't play. Just throwing that out there.
Yep. What we saw in the fall league from McClain, my concerns are pretty much alleviated. Let's put it that way.
Andres Munoz. I need to start thinking about a closer, don't I?
Yeah, maybe.
Not really, actually. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm not going to say you have to force the hand there.
But, Edwin Diaz got taken, didn't he?
Probably. Should your tracker tell you that?
No, dude. I need to link. I need to somehow link my shit to NFBC.
You'll have that locked in by the 3rd draft. Not concerned there.
All right, you're up 2 picks. What are we doing? You've only got outfield and pitcher so far, so you might want to.
I know. I'm getting tips from you now.
You may want to diversify.
I'm debating. It's either between catcher, first base, or another pitcher. I'll say that much. That's where my mind is wandering at the moment, but nothing set in stone just yet. First base, I'll actually probably wait on a little longer. So we're probably looking catcher or pitcher, because I don't like that.
Bailey Ober just went. I think that's an awesome.
That's a good pick.
I think that's an awesome pick in the 6th round.
Yeah, it's a really good
Michael
pick.
C.
Brent Rooker just went. I will go pitcher. I'm going to lock down just strikeouts galore. Give me Freddie Peralta as my SP3.
Dude, you know you need to have more than 2 positions.
Yes, very aware. Very aware. I still have, this is round 6. I still have 17 picks to go. It's the beauty of this game we play.
All right.
When I lead the league in strikeouts, but finish in last place, we can talk about it. Okay. Hey, you're on the clock. What are you gonna take another third baseman?
Shit, it's a good idea.
Really corner the market, right? Corner the market. What's your spreadsheet say?
That's what it's all about.
Salvi
I thought Robert Suarez was available, but he got taken.
No, he went a while ago. Yes.
Burks took him last round.
Last round. 15 picks ago. Brian Reynolds, there's your boy.
Brian Reynolds, steady Eddie. Come on.
Dude, Lou Bob's falling like crazy too. There goes the big dumper like that.
Lou Bob's still available?
Yeah, he's still out there. You know, you could look at the draft room. He's like the 5th guy on the 4th guy up there.
Bubba, I'm not a slave to ADP.
Neither am I, but I use this to scroll through while people are talking, and I highlight picks I like and put my queue together.
What catchers we got here?
There's a lot. There's still a good amount. I'm not panic mode. There goes Aaron Nola. That's a good pick late by Sokolsky. That's his first pitcher, by the way. First pitcher, Aaron Nola.
Yeah,
don't hate that if you wait that long.
The last to take a pitcher, and yeah, dude. Like, I mean, Aaron Nola he's not an SP1 anymore, but if you get an SP1 Aaron Nola in the 6th round, assuming he kind of keeps banging at pitchers for the middle rounds here, I think that's fine.
I'm going to start throwing ADP out the window. By the way, I'm just going to throw that to the chat. If you guys are paying attention and trying to shank me on picks, we're going to be throwing ADP out the window here.
ADP was never in the house for me.
Oh, I forgot. Yes, you're a slave to the numbers.
It is a numbers game.
There goes Lou Bob.
There goes Lou Bob. That's a fall.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's around his ADP. His ADP is around 88. So
there's another hitter I really want, but kind of need to start looking at pitchers, don't I? I got one. It's kind of we have completely opposite teams. You've got all but 2 pitchers, and I've only got 1 pitcher.
Yeah, it's okay. You can finish in second. It's no problem. You can win hitting. I'll win pitching. We'll see where it meets in the middle.
Look at this. I'm getting peer pressured out of getting out of my spreadsheets. This is not. It's not happening. This is training for the next 4 months. Santander.
I like Santander. That's a big play. Wonder where he signs though. That's an interesting spot.
Yeah. That's fine.
All right. We're into round 7 now. So let's see. Kevin's had a great turn so far. He's been Santander, Hunter Green, the new $1 million man. Did you see that stuff?
No.
Hunter Green, because he finished 8th in the Cy Young. He had a deal in his contract. If he ever finished top 10 in the Cy Young, he gets an extra $1 million.
Oh, nice.
So I got a little payday for him. It's a big boy stuff. Gotta like that. But we're coming back to you here. You're 3 picks away, Ryan. Where are you?
I'm looking at really not pissing you off, but really getting you riled up with a potential catcher I might take.
Go for it. There goes Wilson Contreras.
The pitcher side I'm looking at. I mean, there's like if I'm waiting on my second pitcher, the 7th round, Luis Castillo, Logan Webb, especially in Gladiator.
There's a lot of good ones. Strikeouts are gone. That's my concern.
Yeah, and with Webb and taking Framber.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there goes Webb.
Wilson Contreras led back to back. So Sokolsky goes Nola Webb.
Dude, that's how you do it, man. I think that's how you do it in this.
Well,
you waited till the 6th round to take a pitcher and then starts with Nola Webb. I like that.
It's pretty good. Not bad. Tell he's done it a few times. Got to respect it. Now you're on deck, Ryan.
I'm gonna take your boy.
Which one?
Will Smith.
That'd be awesome. There goes Josh Naylor. I hope you do now. After all that talk, I really hope you do.
No, its pick is in, my friend.
Yeah, you did it. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Makes me happy because you didn't take my pick, so we're good.
I knew you weren't going to take
Will Smith was never an option in my world. So
why not? He's good.
I know he is. I need to probably get off of that a little bit. But there goes Zach Neto. Burks, you dog, you.
Burks is an Angel fan.
I'll let it slide. All right, here's where I'm starting to throw ADP out the window. We're going to go with the second baseman and some speed.
Rengifo?
Luis Garcia Jr.
Okay.
So I need to start getting some speed because as much as I like my batting average with Soto and Suzuki, not the most speed in the world. So we got to start upping that number a little bit here because my spreadsheet says I need to. So
yeah, I'm sure it does.
Got that going for me.
I'm sure it's yelling at you.
It's not happy with me, that's for sure. But
I think one of the bigger risk reward pitchers just went in the 7th round. That's Joe Ryan.
Yeah.
I think he's an SP1 if he's healthy in 2025. I just don't know if he's healthy right now. The reports are good on Joe Ryan. I think he's one of the best pitchers in baseball. To get him in the 7th round, I think that's a risk worth taking.
Yep, no, that's fair. That's fair for sure. It's your SP. I prefer it to be an SP3. I'll say that much, but I could see the risk. There goes Casas. I've been looking at him quite a bit out of curiosity, but never went there.
Are you up?
No,
you just went.
No.
Okay.
I just went. I took my I took Luis Garcia Jr. Waxman's up. He just went Hunter Brown. And we're getting to the back end of round 7. So moving right along here. Now I got to start deciding to attack catcher, reliever, get some thump. There's a lot of ways to start breaking the rest of this down.
You should not take pitchers.
You think so?
It's just my general thought.
Why your ratings say it's not a good idea right now?
No, I just need a lot of them. I only have one.
It's a biasy thing. Got you. Okay. Well, let's see. I like what Team 14's done so far. Let's see what he does with this pick right here.
You like what Team 14's done so far?
In the respects of, you got Skeens, DeGrom, Burns. You got 3 solid pitchers. Not the biggest Burns guy, but then Churio and Butler. I like that outfield. Vientos, a lot of pop. It's a fun team. Like, it's not maybe not my favorite team out of 15, but it's a good team. Steer, no, did not see that one coming. Again, not against Steer, but he put up big numbers again last year after we talked about it, so that'll be interesting.
Yes, he did.
All right, so now we're on the good doctors on the turn right now. I'll start contemplating where I want to go here with the next pick.
How are you tracking to your targets?
I'm tracking pretty well so far. I know I'm probably a little low on steals, but we can still get there. There's plenty of those to be had. There goes Westberg. I like the Westberg pick by the good doctor. If he didn't get hurt last year, he might have been in the rookie of the year conversation.
Yep. Very, very positive forecaster box for Mr. Westberg.
For good reasons. Good reasons for sure. There's a pitcher I like. If he can maybe come back to me in round 9 or 10, that'd be fun. There's Christian Walker. Okay, first basemans are starting to go. That might help make my decision a little easier coming up here. Because, man, that position is disgusting the farther down the board you go.
What position?
First base. Yeah.
Do I have one of those? No,
you don't. They're not pink. Yeah, because Walker went right now. Casas went a little bit ago, so they're starting to move off the board, something I might need to start a project. You see the news today? You probably didn't because you're building spreadsheets. The Cubs are trying to trade Cody Bellinger.
I did see that, yes.
Yeah, that's it. I don't blame them because he's not worth $25 million or whatever, but it's a little bit interesting to me. I don't know who would take that contract on, but we'll see.
I mean, it's 1 year. I bet a bunch of teams would take it on,
especially if the Cubs take part of the money from more prospects or something. Could see
Luis
that being
Castillo
in the
fell to the 8th round.
How times have changed.
How times have changed. Well.
Yeah. So now Rob's got Crochet, Amanaga, Castillo as his 3 starting pitchers. It's pretty good if you waited. Pretty freaking good. I like that.
I agree, Dom. The Yankees would be a nice fit for Bellinger, of course. That would be
with that porch all day, every day. That's what I said year after year for the for Brandon Belt as a Giant. Like, just give him Yankee Stadium. He'd love it there. Tyler Glass now still on the board if anybody's bored.
There's Castillo finally. TDK.
Yep.
Tyler Glass now still out there, huh? In the 8th. You trying to screw with my decision making here?
If anybody's interested in a guy that has half an elbow.
8th round. It's not a bad.
Oh, I love where your head's at already, Ryan. Keep going. Keep
spot, dude.
Keep those thoughts going.
Not for me. Not. I mean, I need. Again, I have one pitcher through 7 rounds, so I need to start going pitcher, but I think I need to take guys without as much risk as Glass now.
All right, I'm 2 picks away.
You're up in 2.
Yeah, let's see what Cicchini does here first before I get my hopes up.
Are you looking at first baseman?
Catcher, first base, and weirdly enough, potentially a pitcher.
Dude,
what? You got to fill him up eventually. Cicchini, don't clock out, Cicchini.
He must have got sniped. Timed out. Andres Jimenez.
There's worse snipes. Okay, let's see where this heads because I got a few options.
I'm curious what pitcher you're thinking of.
Problem is, first base, you get no speed. The pitcher I'm thinking of.
I think I know who it is. You're up.
I know. I'm trying to figure out where he just went on my queue here.
It's spelled PFAADT. Oh, you bastard! No.
Boom.
No.
Second closer, Lucas
Urseg.
Yep.
Yep.
A little louder for the people in the back, Ryan. Couldn't hear you. Jake Berger was my other option, so Ishler gets Berger, so that's fine. But wanted that second guy. Hopefully,
man.
Yeah, hopefully I got at least 65 closers, or 65 saves. I'll be pumped on that. Between the two.
You. Good pick. Damn it. Yep. I was going to go Urseg.
You're welcome. Don't take another pitcher. Yeah. That's what I think about that. There goes Sonny Gray to Birch. That could be fun. Then there goes Vinny Peace, another first baseman off the board. You went Kirby Yates, the unemployed Kirby Yates.
Yeah, he'll sign. He'll sign as a closer.
He should.
I'm fairly confident in that.
He definitely should.
I texted you that earlier today. So
yeah,
I mean, you're now the reliever guy too, as part of.
No, we're not going to go that far. There's way better qualified people to talk relievers.
Full agree. No offense.
No offense. None taken, partner. Appreciate it.
No offense. That's not putting you down. That is putting up the likes of Doug Dennis, Mike Carter, Ryan Roof.
Yes, there's the whole reliever recon crew.
The reliever recon.
Dom in the chat. Dom crushes it. There's way more people at that. They'd be like me saying, "I'm going to write about prospects
bullpen
today."
Guru in the chat. So Bubba. Yeah. It's a crowded lane.
I'll take a back seat to that. Don't you worry.
So was Yates even like a consideration, or it was totally?
I like him. Like it's just I'm a weakling when it comes to taking chances. I know I shouldn't be, but people should know my cautious drafting styles by now. That's all it is. If he were signed, or if he was going back in Texas, Yates would already be out the board. So that's kind of the way I see it. There goes Shane O'Mac.
So like McClanahan and Glasnow are still all out there.
McClanahan just went. That's a big play. I can't even fathom taking him. But in round 8, I don't hate it, actually. I've said that all along. For my joking around, for my dislike for McClanahan, at the proper price, I don't care.
Well, yeah, he's like what, the 25th starter off the board in this draft, something like that.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that.
That's
it's
fine.
It's the top 10 discussion. I'm like, not a chance. Not doing it. Not today. Not up in here.
God, Kirby Yates is projected for 0 saves by Steamer, so my team's going to look like hell.
That's why you don't believe in spreadsheets, Ryan. Don't fool yourself.
Okay.
You want to leave the draft being optimistic.
Dude, you sound like
0.
You sound like John Smoltz or something.
No, God, no! Don't throw me in that. Because at least everyone knows I'm joking. He's serious. There's a difference. He just hates fun.
Dude, you haven't taken any catchers.
No, I have not. I have not. Thanks for mentioning that right now.
There goes O'Hoppy. Alvis took him. I like that.
Yep, that was one I was looking at right now, so that's cool. Don't hate that pick at all. I'm not forcing catchers right now because there are plenty I still like, but I would be lying if I said I wasn't looking at them before every pick.
I'm looking at a starter here, and there's talent if you're willing to take some risks. But
do you wish you would have taken one sooner? Maybe.
Honestly, maybe one pick I'd rather have back instead of Brian Reynolds, who's fine. Seeing Nola and Webb go right after him.
Yeah.
I probably would make that change. And both Nola and Webb. Martin Sokolsky again started with those 5 straight hitters and it went Nola, Webb, and then Zach Gallen. So he's making up for that early pitcher pitfall pretty quickly. He doesn't have any closers. He's still on the clock. So let's see. Just took Tanner Scott, so he's hedging that.
Another free agent reliever.
Tanner Scott signs as a closer. Ryan Walker just went before that.
I like that a lot. There goes Bangaliers. Bangaliers going right before Bloomfield. Bloomfield's on the clock, folks.
I'm up.
Yep, you're on the clock.
Man, I don't like making this pick, but I'm gonna.
Say it loud for the people in the back.
Doing it. 9th round, I'm going Tyler Glasnow.
If you waited on pitcher this long, you might as well try it. No, I thought that was pretty nice. Wasn't rude.
Was thinking about Brian Wu as well.
I get that. There goes Randy. Ishler, you son of a bitch. I just queued up Tyler Stevenson. And he
beautiful.
Yep, that's fun. So now we're gonna have some fun with the youngster. Give me Dylan Cruz in the Washington outfield. And yes, I know I have 3 outfielders. I'm aware of that, Ryan. Thank you.
Man, you let that snipe beat you twice, didn't you?
Yep. Got me twice. Yeah, that was not cool, Ishler.
One pitcher who I was actually thinking about instead of Glasnow and Brian Wu went the pick after me to Burks was Kikuchi. I think I'm higher on Kikuchi than most, but
I would have went Kikuchi. Fine. I love a 9th round Kikuchi. I see no problems with the 9th round Kikuchi personally.
You like him over Glasnow?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do, as a matter of fact.
You like Glasnow or Wu?
Glasnow.
Dang.
What? You like Wu over Glasnow?
No, I took Glasnow.
I wonder when Royce Lewis would go. Finally happened.
9th round? When did you take him?
Yeah, shut up. Shut up.
4th round?
It. No one asked, Ryan. No one asked.
Dom was playing 4D chess with you in that one, saying Royce Lewis would go in the 1st round.
Yeah, I got a value according to Dom, remember?
Oh, there we go. There he says, 1st round pick in round 9. Exactly.
See, Dom still stands by his ground. That's my guy.
All right. What's the chat? There's a lot in the chat. This is awesome.
Yeah. TDK's having his fun. Dom's doing his thing.
We had a Dylan Cruz.
Jeff wants to know Dylan Cruz. Yeah.
I'm guessing that was before you took him. So there's JTR. I'm surprised. I guess you don't like JTR. In the 9th round as like the 7th, 8th catcher.
Getting old, knee problems.
Yeah, I know, but
what?
That's a new. Again, this is me. This is again my first draft, so it's just weird seeing JTR in the 9th round. Is all.
I get it, but these are things you have to adjust to, Ryan.
I mean, JTR is quite a ways down in the projections too. So.
I was about to say most projections probably aren't the biggest fans of JTR, I'd imagine.
It's all about what do you think the stolen bases come back to. HQ and the forecaster were projecting 9 bags for JTR. He had 2 last year?
Yeah, 2 last year.
So that's the question. It's like, do you believe the stolen bases fell off only because of the knee injuries, or is he just getting old and they're not coming back? Answer is probably somewhere in the middle, but he's a tough one.
I will say, for those that waited on closers, there's still plenty available. Plenty. So I wouldn't get too caught up in that yet. That might be something to remember when I draft another. I like my closers. I'm not against what I did, but I'm just saying there are plenty more out there.
Yeah. No, you're partially right, at least.
I was waiting for you to skew that. I was waiting for I was wondering how you're going to skew that real quick. I was like, there's no way.
There's not that many closers left, but
I was waiting for that. That was not going to come out of these airwaves. There goes Wu. Man, he's got a lot of starting pitchers. Team 14's got the pitching going on there.
Yeah, Brian Wu fell. I maybe I like Brian Wu too much, but
yeah, maybe not.
I think his skills are off the charts. It's again just
well, you would know about charts, so that's good. Do his skills jump off the sheets, or is he a freak in the sheets? How does that go over there on those?
That I don't know.
Never mind. I'm gonna stop.
Not done that research.
Bellinger Chapman turn for the good doctor. Hopefully he's not planning on another massive stolen base season from Chapman. But
here we go.
Otherwise that's fun.
Jeff in the chat. Yates, Teoscar, and Will Smith. Great picks, Ryan from Jeff. Anything to pump up the ego. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Jeff.
I was about to say, man.
Bubba's dragging me down pretty hard tonight.
Checks in the mail or what?
Checks in the mail. Christian Yelich in round 13 is fire, says Martin. That kind of slipped under the radar. You imagine he got the surgery to kind of clean up his back once and for all, and if he's fully healthy, Jesus, 9th round Christian Yelich is DiPietro, man. Good team, Rob.
When you've done a lot of drafts, you know the little pockets you're looking for, and not to mention all the research he does. I'm not just going to throw that away, but yeah, he knows exactly where he's going at these points in the draft. Not doubting that at all. He knows what he's looking for when he wants it, type thing. Now the question is, what do I want? As I look at my roster grid here, no catchers, no first base, no shortstops, no third base. We're building a team here, folks.
Yeah, dude, you got a lot of holes.
This is me not concerned.
You have one non-hitting outfielder.
Wah, wah, wah.
Carlos Rodon just went 10th round. I like that as well.
I like the pitchers I got, but maybe there's a point of waiting. Let's put it that way. I'm probably going to make a pick here that's going to make you question everything in life. So this will be fun. We'll see.
Two of the guys that I'm looking at pitcher-wise that are high in the projections, I just can't do. Brandon Woodruff and Gossman.
Yeah, Woodruff with his injury, I have no idea what to expect there. Gossman, I could see projections like him still. He's like a top 10 innings guy or something. I can't remember which one. Yeah, innings, I believe we talked about the other day. And it's a bit surprising.
Well, it could happen, but Spencer Strider just went 10th round.
I am on the clock.
You are up, sir.
Okay. Let's see where we want to go with this. Yeah, this one's going to make you... No, we can hopefully wait a little longer there. Let's take old, reliable, boring. I really need to get stolen bases at some time, but let's just take Alex Bregman.
That's your guy.
He's boring. Low-key. Boring is beautiful, to me at least. I'd really like to get some speed on my team, though. It's a bit of a problem right now. But I'm not going to force it either.
Yeah, it's not. I mean,
it's not horrible, but it's not ideal. Let's put it that way.
Dylan Cruz could get you a bunch of bags.
That's the goal. It's kind of why I didn't force the pick, but kind of forced the pick, if that makes sense.
No.
And then my next guy, the next guy I'm targeting here would kind of be a forced pick potentially, if possible.
All right, I am on the clock. I'm going to go, this may be a reach. I'm going to take your guy. I'm going to spell him right. Brandon Pfaadt. I think he can be 200 Ks pretty easily this year. I like the volume. I go in there. And I need Ks.
I'm always a Pfaadt fan, so no problem. There goes Raylo, round 10.
Everyone
wondering about him.
He was kind of the top ADP guy, right? Raylo, he was at
Yeah,
the top of
be close. Yeah, in the ballpark.
Yeah, that's fine. Raylo did come back. He was hurt second half, which always scares me, but he did come back and pitch, so that is a good thing. Justin Steele went earlier in the 10th round. That one concerns me a little bit. He did come back, but like, what he throw? I think he threw 2 outings of like 3 or 4 innings, something like that.
Yeah,
so I don't even know
he's on the Garrett Crochet plan.
He was healthy enough to pitch for 2 outings when Chicago had zero reason to throw Justin Steele out there. So he's probably as fine as any of these other pitchers, most likely.
By round 10, you could just definitely do it.
Yeah, and it's that team's SP3 SP3. So I get it. Already has 2 closers. Sokolsky breaks his pitcher streak there with Ian Happ in the 10th. You want to talk about the Bregman path? Ian Happ, just boring and good.
Well, Sokolsky's got a couple starter. Oh, breaks the 4 straight pitchers. Gotcha.
4 straight pitchers, yeah.
My apologies on that one. Alvis, Pete Fairbanks, Seth Lewis. It seems like he goes either 2 hitters or 2 pitchers on most turns. It's a fun draft he's got going on there.
The turn, I don't like the turn.
Especially in 15s, man, it's tough.
Freaks me out.
You really got to have a game plan in 15s. That's all I can say. You really got to have a game plan.
Yeah, I do not have a game plan for this.
Well, you think I told you I was literally showing up and drafting, so we're good.
Sean is in the chat and in the draft, staying up late. Thinks tomorrow's gonna be a sick day. I like that. Thanks for hanging with us, man. And Martin, I don't know how you do it, man. He says 100% agree.
Martin spent like 3 hours at Chuck E. Cheese earlier today. Like the fact he's either not drunk or passed out is pretty wild. Honestly,
I'd be done.
I would not be probably sitting here in a draft, or if I was, I'd be on my phone in bed draft. Like I wouldn't be in the YouTube chat. So you the man. And he goes,
you're not a Chuck E. Cheese guy.
She hasn't found out what that is yet. Thank God.
Okay. I'm just waiting. Well, we parked next to that Great Wolf Lodge.
Oh, dude, twice
at first pitch.
Oh, I'll let you know.
The
how
second
that goes.
I go there, God, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm on the clock.
You're on the clock, so you better focus. But I'll let you know how Great Wolf Lodge goes when I probably end up taking mine because mine loves water. I don't nothing to fish. She loves water parks, so we have a season pass for our water park. She loves it. She's a little water bug. So once she figures out what these things are, you went Tanner Houck. How are you feeling about that?
Well, I took him, so.
Well, I know. I'm trying to start a conversation, Ryan. This is a live podcast.
Not too bad. The way that Tanner Houck, like, it was that typical arc of like reliever turns into starter, comes out of the gates, awesome, and then starts that predictable second half fade. What got me with Tanner Houck was he finished strong again and late in the season. So that gives me some hope for the year 2 experiment and in the rotation. You're up, my friend. Yeah, Sandy Alcantara just went the 11th. I like that pick.
I that was the guy I was hoping to fall around 12, and I said earlier. But I'm about to take my first shortstop this year's Zach Neto Mason Wynn.
Whoa.
Yes.
Aggressive.
2020 plus season coming from Mason Wynn this year.
Okay.
Book it. So big fan of him. Yeah, Rob D in the chat says Houck lost the sweeper location. That did definitely happen. So
he can get it back.
I'm just curious with Houck versus Cutter Crawford. Like Houck, I think, is the better pitcher, but Crawford actually pitched like every start the entire season. It was pretty like interesting. So kind of a mixed bag on that one.
You take Sandy over Houck, I assume.
I take Sandy over Houck. I might be bullish there, but I'm a big like he would have come back last year if the Marlins were in it. He's been throwing bullpens, throwing high 90s, even hit 100 the other day. Like he's ready to roll, is the way I see it. And the Marlins have no reason not to use him. So it's like a Chris Sale thing, but just on a bad team.
Yep.
Hopefully they trade him. Parker Meadows.
Or not.
I think that's a fun pick for Cicchini there in round 11. A lot of optimism can be had with what Parker Meadows did last year. Probably some skepticism as well, but some good stuff for sure.
Who I still have marked as not being drafted yet is CJ Abrams.
He went like round
I think
3
he's
or
gone.
something. Yeah, he's long gone, buddy.
He's
Any other questions
gone.
you'd like me to help you with over there?
Nah, dude, I've given up on my little team tracker thing.
Good.
I'll do
Good.
that after the draft.
Yeah, so you can give a recap on how things went for you. And that wasn't me being mean. I was being serious. So it's all good.
I'll fill it in now.
Yeah. Now we're getting
The
fun
team
here.
tracker's already gone to hell because again, Kirby Yates is projected for no save. So
yeah, so you can't believe what you got going on there, right?
I'll change it. I'll give him 50. My projections will look really good.
Oh, I figured, with the super secret projections you already had them penciled in for like 45 saves.
Well, the team tracker uses. I can't use HQ projections for the team tracker.
Gotcha.
That's Steamer. HQ's got like 30 saves for Yates.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair because I think we all, like you said, we imagine that Kirby Yates signs a contract with a team. Like I was talking with, it was Kurland earlier or something. Like look at teams like the Tigers, the White Sox, the Marlins. If you don't believe in a Fauché, the good doctor, and teams like the Pirates maybe say no to Bednar because they use Chapman, stuff like that. Those are the teams you got to. Or the D-backs could probably still use if they don't want to go Puck Martinez. Like there's some options out there.
What?
Where would you want Kirby Yates to land if for your fantasy team?
I don't care. Honestly,
I don't care.
I mean, honestly, any team that will make him the closer, I really don't care. Like I would say, not Colorado, but they're not going to sign Kirby Yates. So any team that signs him to be the closer, I am a-okay with. I don't really think team context for closers matters. Like we got a question in the Discord the other day about like Mason Miller going to Sacramento, and I was like, Mason Miller could pitch in outer space, and
I'm with you. They're good closers. It's not like it's a starter. It's got to go 6 or 7, and one bad inning can unravel. This is a closer. Just go do your job. Gas them. Just gas them. That's the plan. So
I may stick with my plan to take unemployed closers.
I gave you a list earlier of guys. There's a few.
I know. I'm looking at it.
I know exactly who you're looking at now.
Yeah. If I take them, let me know.
I know exactly who you're talking about. I'm not going to say it because but I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's getting snatched this round.
It won't be by me. I already got my 2, so I'm good. Liam Hendricks just went.
Liam Hendricks just went. We had a question about Hendricks in the Discord earlier. I don't know, man. I guess he's the guy. Bichette. He was hanging there for a while. 12th round Bichette.
It's like 12th round Mike Trout.
Robbery.
Robbie D. 12th round Mike Trout. That's the world we live in now. I'm not saying it's wrong by any means. But...
No, I missed the Trout pick. Yeah, Trout Bichette back-to-back in round 12. That's those are awesome buys, I think.
Yeah, I don't dislike it at all.
So you know who I'm going to take.
Yeah,
that's going to be 5 pitchers in a row for me.
I know exactly who you're taking. There's really not a big surprise to me on this one.
All right.
Yeah, now the question
is it a good pick?
If you believe he signs somewhere, I think it's a great pick. He's got to believe he signs. Like, do you believe in miracles type thing?
Miracles? Like he's going to sign. He's not going to.
No, he die. Yeah, I agree. But remember, I said there's like 7 guys that need to be. Jason Dominguez, I almost took him instead of Dylan Cruz, and he went like 2 rounds later to Thurman.
This is shaping up to be an awfully lucrative 12th round with Jason Dominguez, Bichette, Trout, hell, even Rafaela to the good doctor, just to kick things off in the 12th. You're up, my friend.
I know.
Don't screw up this run of good picks.
Yep, there's my first catcher.
Oh God, you just did. Austin Wells.
You know my thoughts there. Better than your catcher. It's only fitting. It's only fitting our first 2 catchers are Will Smith and Austin Wells.
Yeah. That is kicking off draft season, and
just gotta throw that one out there for the people that have listened to us long enough.
Yeah, beer bet there between us for those who are not in on that background. All right, so I'm up.
I'm gonna scroll the draft board up. So sorry if any that's the person I was thinking of. 100% Kenley Jansen.
Kenley Jansen.
We've both been pretty happy.
I mean, he's going to sign. He's going to sign as a closer. He's good. Yeah. He's still good. He's still good. I'll take him in the 12th.
Yeah, I'm not against it. Not against it at all. There goes Ben Joyce. That's one that the Angels are a team that I could see signing a closer because they didn't like fully trust Joyce last year to begin with. So I could see them like putting some cash out for a Yates because they spent some money this year. A Yates, a Tanner Scott, maybe even a Kinley, bring him back to LA, just the opposite LA.
Yeah,
I could see scenarios like that.
And like you texted me earlier, there's just so many free agent closers, potential closers out there that it is, even though it may look like locks for me that Yates and Jansen sign somewhere and close, there's only a finite amount of spots, right? Like,
yeah, there's at least 7 potential closers I could see get signed. Like, it's crazy. And I don't think there's 7 teams looking for a closer. So that's where the fun begins.
I'll flash that one on the screen, but I won't say it on the podcast. So.
Well, I'm going to lose.
Pretty good.
Yep.
I will lose as well.
Yep.
Oh, well.
Yep. Let's get that one to wax.
Burks with the Book of Samson joke. I like that.
Yes.
He took Sean Manaea.
Beautiful.
In the
12th
round. All Manaea has to do is regrow. He's the anti-Samson.
There goes Gossman. These are some fun 12th round picks because you went Jansen.
This 12th round is fascinating, isn't
Joyce, Bednar falls to 12, which again, he falls compared to what we're used to in previous years. Gossman in round 12. So it's taking on a life of its own. Let's put it that way.
Oh, mascot alert.
Good pick.
13th round. Lucky number 13 for the mascot.
That's a good pick.
For our East Coast friend, Sean Chard.
That's a good pick.
Of course it's a good pick. You kidding me?
Hey. Good old where are you looking at with your next pick here? You're coming up pretty soon.
Fair point, Joe. Fair point, Joe.
We're out to test the waters today. Yeah, Joe. T's and P's, buddy. T's and P's.
Yeah, you fought the good fight today.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, you did. Hope that cocktail we talked about was good.
All right.
What are you looking at here, Ryan?
I don't know. Well, laughing too hard.
It happens.
That means we're having a good time.
Yep.
I know who I'm gonna go.
You're on deck. I
mean, it's just a boring rebound volume guy at a position that I need.
Let me see. What position do you need?
I need a lot.
Oh, I have a feeling I know who this is.
Xavier Edwards just went. He has been the top projected hitter from HQ for a while now.
It's just a matter of it's just no power. Like you're hoping for 10.
Right. HQ is projecting 1 home run in 595 plate appearances. So.
That's the problem.
Glaber. I'm taking Glaber in the 13th. I don't know.
I think you're
really king. He's gonna play.
I think you're really gonna like my next pick. If he falls me. Burks with Elliot Ramos. Love it. Big fan of Elliot, of course.
You still have oh no, you did never mind. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we're gonna see. I'm on deck. Let's see if he falls to me here because this will be a pick that you can rag me about as long as you want. It's okay. I'll let you do it, but in round 13, I will gladly take this and see where it goes. That's all I'm going to say to the listeners out there because it's power.
Come on, say it. Teammate, he's not listening.
Ishler has got me twice already.
Yeah, Ishler probably is listening.
He's got me twice already. We're not playing this game right now.
It's the question of how many are listening live because I think everyone's going to listen because they're in the draft and in the Patreon. But
because thank God I saw a red hat.
Damn, I was hoping for a snipe.
Paul Goldschmidt, come on down.
Oh,
round 13.
You're coming around, my man.
Round 13, I'm coming around. Yes,
I like that. Finish strong.
You did.
Not maybe done.
I'm curious to where he signs. That's a big curiosity point, but I'll take that chance right there. I need a little love from Goldie.
I don't think it matters where he signs.
Yes and no. What I think it does a little bit. Just like team context will help with things, obviously.
Suarez. I'm a little worried, and taking a first baseman's a good move.
It dries up quick.
I am a little worried about the first base options available to me right now.
That's when you said taking Steady. I'm like, don't take Goldschmidt. I was thinking like that's one of your guys. I'm like,
Yeah, Goldschmidt and Glaber kind of are that same like steady, positive regression.
Yep. When you said that, I'm like, God dang it, because that's one of your guys. Here we go.
Yeah, I probably should have gone there, but
Yeah.
I'm equally as scared at second base. You know, like I'm sure
No,
there's
it's
not.
fair. That's why I went and got Luis Garcia earlier on. There's a little bit of method to my madness. There goes Toglia. Another first baseman off the board. Is Ryan sitting there going, I should probably take a first baseman pretty soon. So that's good. Keep them coming, folks.
Toglia, yeah. That's fine. That's a good pick. I just worry about the low batting average guys just scare the crap out of me. But he should get plenty of run. Like I don't think playing time will be an issue for him.
He should get plenty. There goes Kerry Carpenter. I was wondering when he would go. Platoon bat, but have a strong side for sure.
Just one observation as we're here in the 13th, 14th turn. I'm still seeing a lot of outfielders that I like.
Yeah, there are. So I'm just highlighting dudes right now, and there's quite a few.
I think that's something to tuck away for some of my other drafts. Again, this is we did the meatball draft, but that was totally blind. This is really my first kind of look at the 2025 pool. There's a lot more outfielders.
Did you see what Sokolsky said in here? I took Goldschmidt, by the way.
No,
old loves old.
Oh yeah, you are an old, and he is old Schmidt.
Fair. We support each other when we pick up our AARP checks. Don't you worry.
Yeah,
I'm in line behind Raj when we do that.
Yeah, well, that's not a good place to be.
Behind Raj, I have a great time with your father.
You might be in the wrong line,
or he might be.
Exactly, and you by definition.
By default, yes, gotcha.
There goes Justin Martinez at the beginning of the 14th.
That closing situation in Arizona is interesting. You got Martinez, you got AJ Puck. Do they go with lefty righty? They pick one, or like I said, we saw them go sign Paul Sewald a couple years ago when they already had guys that closed for him. So yeah, I'm really curious to see what they do there.
Yep. I mean, AJ Puck was nails down the stretch.
Yeah, I like Puck over Martinez, but Martinez is pretty darn. Martinez just has control issues compared to the other side of it, but both really good. Not going to knock either one of them.
There's a team 14 pick I like. Nick Pivetta, round 14.
There goes Dansby. I was looking at potentially getting my second shortstop if he fell. Like I wasn't going to force it, but I liked that.
I'm surprised Dansby fell that far.
I like Dansby a lot. So Rob just keeps putting together a good team. Shocker.
Is that Rob D again?
Yes.
What are you doing, man?
That's what he does. It's what he
does. Who let him in this thing?
Hey, he's in the Discord. He knows what's up. So it's part of the deal. I think I'm going to go back to the pitching department on things here. I think it's the plan.
Are you up?
No, I'm 2 away. I'm on deck now. There goes Drew Rasmussen, a guy that I cannot. Uncle Ted's favorite, by the way, Drew Rasmussen. Too bad we didn't see him in the chat tonight. But that's one guy I just can't wrap my head around full time yet.
We had his replacement here for a little bit, but
yes, we did. Yes, we did. But his Twitter account must have got shut down. All right, so on deck, we'll see what Thurman does because Thurman's been making some strong picks. I know he's in here, but I'm looking starting pitching. That's where I'm kind of going right now. See how that one lines up. But I plan on going back to one of my boys from last year. I'll say that much. If I don't get sniped by Thurman right here, but big believer, big strikeout arm. Can he get the ratios intact is my question. And there goes Bowden Francis. I'm taking Mackenzie Gore.
Oh.
Yeah. Lance Brosdowski put together a really good, really cool video on Mackenzie Gore. Just a slight pitch mix change could lead to just beautiful stuff.
I mean, yeah. The stuff is there. And I do. We talked about Gore in our SP review, but somewhat of a miraculous turnaround with the dominant September. I thought he was going down the path that we are normally used to seeing with Mackenzie Gore of just second half destruction. I do worry about your whip, man. That's going to keep me up at night.
That's good. At least you can make more charts and sheets. It's okay. Let's see. My whip. Wheeler's fine. Cease is interesting. Peralta, yeah, I could see a little concern there. Let's go.
Your whip could be a disaster, dude.
Amber Valdez, Glass now half a season. Brandon Fotts, he talk about whip. Tanner Houck, like, are they going to sweep him out of the rotation? Or
we good. We good. Yeah. Don't worry about my squad.
Okay, I was just checking. I thought we were comparing teams right now. I was just making sure. Look at even Michael Cicchini said he almost took. Yeah, you better focus here.
Well, you keep talking in my ear. I'm going to take my headphones out.
Now Dom figured out how to get in the Discord. He's in. Now we get more fun in there. There we go.
Dom's in.
Yep. Pick. What are you looking? What are you looking for here?
I don't know. You keep talking to me. I can't.
That's my job. Okay. Well, Ryan tries to figure.
This is a podcast.
Yeah. Well, Ryan tries to figure that out. We are in round 14 again. 23 rounds. So we're moving right along here. We'll be done in the next half hour or so, and unless Ryan takes every second every time. But if I was him, I'd recommend strikeouts or a better catcher. I don't hate this pick. That you don't feel pretty fun about Victor Robles.
Burke sniped me. Burke sniped me. Cedric Mullins. Robles could be fine, but it's like when you get sniped, no matter who you take, it doesn't feel good.
Yeah, everything just went up in smoke on you.
Yeah.
So it's all good. Right. It's how you bounce back. You get punched in the face. How do you bounce back? That's how things go.
Thanks for the motivational talk.
I'm here for you, man. I've been knocked down many times. You just got to get back up and keep swinging. Take a couple sips of that IPA. You'll be just fine.
Yeah.
You'll be good. Or like Clark Schmidt, another one of Uncle Ted's favorites, is out there if you need them. Like, there's dudes. Here goes Nico Horner, a guy I just can't wrap my head around, but it's probably a really good pick around 14.
I mean, was going 5th or 6th round this time last year, and really finished. Like his second half was not really that far off of his 2023 pace, so I like it.
Yep.
Yeah, we do have Dom in the Discord. I like it.
And this is what's fun because you just started your 2025 stuff since the forecaster's done. I've been tinkering around with it. So our thoughts right now come February could be a whole different ballgame.
Could very much change.
A lot of fun on this. That's what makes these gladiators fun, to get you kind of an idea on how things are going. And then how you need to kind of adjust with it. All right.
I know I should have taken.
Well, is he still available for you? Because you're up in 3-4 picks.
Yeah.
Say it out loud for the people if you want.
Yeah. Taylor Ward. Why did I miss him? I like Taylor Ward.
That's a good ball player right there.
So now anyone listening who's picked 2, 3, or 4, I'm listening. Sokolsky just took 4 out of 5 outfielders his last 5 picks. So I think we're safe on Taylor Ward there.
One thing I'm going to throw out there, if you are doing gladiators, the roster grid's a great thing because you have to fill your roster out. So once positions are full, they can't take those picks. And one thing I'm noticing, there are 5 teams that have not taken a catcher yet, and at least 3 of them have done plenty of drafts already. So they might know this as a strategy, is what I'm going to throw out there.
So Taylor Ward got taken last round. So that's a problem.
Man, update.
And now I'm up. Now I'm up.
This is
Christ. This is not good.
This is beautiful. What are you talking about?
This is not good.
You're getting sniped left and right. You're missing picks in your sheets.
For some reason, I have a habit of missing angels that are picked. Clark Schmidt's gone too?
No, Clark he just went 2 picks ago, yes.
Oh, well, this is going to be a complete disaster.
Can't win them all.
Oh, no, you can't. No, this is bad.
Unless you're Steve Weimer in a draft champions, you can't win them all. So I'm really curious where you're going with this now.
I mean, I got double sniped.
Double sniped. It's like double secret probation.
As I realized Taylor Ward was gone, Clark Schmidt got taken, and that's who I was going to take. So
Arrighetti, I was looking at him. I like that.
Took Spencer Arrighetti 15th. I don't know. I feel lukewarm about it.
I like it. What's to be lukewarm about? What are you worried about?
Like he was kind of a nobody until the second half of this year.
That's fair. But you got to start somewhere. Like the way he finished,
you gotta
have a little optimism.
And I do. I do believe in a lot of what Houston did from an organization standpoint last year. We talked about that on the Bloom boards at first pitch. So we'll see. You're up. Esoc and
Garrett
Gavin
Mitchell,
Williams just
baby.
went. Oh, you picked quick.
Garrett Mitchell, baby.
Trying to put Thurman on tilt with the quick pick.
Well, because when you're not updating sheets and all this stuff, you're not worried about who got picked 3 rounds ago. You just kind of start winging things. It's fun. Ryan loves drafting with me, by the way. Just gonna throw that out there.
Dude,
if you think this is bad, it's even better when I'm hosting his labor draft because I am not even drafting. I'm literally drinking the whole time. It's
take the headphones out. The headphones are out. I can't even hear you anymore.
Doesn't matter. I was saying that it's like when I host your labor draft because I just drink and make fun of your picks.
Yeah.
It's worse than this. Tyler O'Neill, that is a guy we don't know where he's going to play. The health concerns, that's a very fun pick. You don't know what's going to go down there. So Cicchini, interesting. Not in a bad way, but interesting. Okay, Ryan, we're in round 15. What are you starting to think about your squad? What kind of stats do you think you need to attack? I know your sheets went up in flames, but yeah.
It's not in flames, dude. I'm solid.
Oh, I thought your sheets are done.
I am above pace in every category right now. So, I'm
good.
up 2 per player in steals, up 3 in homers, up 8 points in batting average, and I've already taken 1 catcher. I feel like I'm pretty balanced. I'm always worried about second catcher. I'm worried about what I'm going to do at first base. But I need a second catcher, first base, middle, 2 outfield, and a util.
Okay. If you need any outfielders, Matt Wallner's available if you're looking that direction.
Yeah, that'd be a good one, wouldn't it?
That'd be awesome if you pulled that one off just to really spice things up in the chat in the room here. So
yeah, Gabby Moreno just went to Rob D. I like that because second catcher is it might already be a problem.
A late Gabby's fine. He's a batting average guy. I don't like his power at all. That's my concern there. Adrian Del Castillo is a much better hitter, but Gabby's an elite defender.
Yeah,
It's Gabby's job, but there might be a point where they're like, we need some offense. I'm curious to see how the whole season goes in Arizona. In theory, Gabby should play like 130 plus games, but we'll see because there's not a whole lot of pop in that. Like 10 home runs would be a good season.
TDK in the chat and a fellow Patreoner says Geloff good value, and that's someone we haven't really talked about. I know that was one of your beer bet guys who you were high on. I can come around to it in the 15th.
Yep. Yeah. I can definitely see that. Going to play every day. Sacramento power is still there for the most part last year, but
Steals will be there. He ran it.
Yeah.
He ran.
So I don't mind. There goes Connor Wong. So
you need to have a batting average cushion. I still think the plate approach is rough, but I like Geloff at this point. The good doctor, just double tap catchers. What do you think of Jeffers and Wong?
Don't mind 16. It. Not my top 2 catchers on the board at the moment, but Wong should play a ton unless they decide to go to Teal at some point in the season. But yeah, I could. I'm not opposed to it.
Who's the Boston backup catcher?
No, one of their top prospects, Teal.
Oh.
We could see him at some point this year. But yeah, not a must avoid is what I'm trying to say with Connor Wong. Jeffers I love, but man, if they start toying with him,
I was going to take Sean Murphy. I know you don't like him, but he's the guy. 4 catchers just went in 5 picks as I'm trying to queue up a second catcher.
Yeah, you better queue up faster. I told you these guys, these are some of the guys that didn't have a catcher yet, and now they're going crazy. All of these picks. I tried to warn you. That's what you get for not listening to me.
Check the roster grid. Everyone to my left has 2 catchers except Sikulski. Oh, and
He's got 0.
He's got 0. So Martin's going to start taking catchers.
Mm-hmm.
I probably need to take a catcher here.
Be wise.
Just to piss him off. I mean, are you thinking second catcher? Or are you happy?
I'm looking second catcher. I don't want to be stuck holding it. Yeah.
Because I'm not seeing many. I'm not you. I haven't dove into the pool, but I don't see that.
There's still like 10 guys I could live with, but I'd rather not type thing. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
I'd rather get, and I'll probably pick the wrong one.
I know who you're going to take.
I think Do you really? Say it out loud. I don't care.
I think you're going to take Ivan Herrera.
He's one of the three I'm looking at right now.
Alexis Diaz just went in the 16th freaking round. I don't like nuts. Alexis Diaz, but that seems quite opportunistic to do that.
Yeah, that is a interesting drop for Alexis Diaz. I'm worried, but yeah, Martin's the one that got me at least looking into Teal.
I just threw up Martin's comment from the chat that Teal's very talented, but Martin doesn't.
I think it's like that's why it could be like a second half, last couple months type situation. That's where I see it.
Yeah. Diaz like 4.50 ERA. TDK says I agree, but if you're trying to get saves, I'm fine with a 4.50 ERA if you get 25-30 saves in the 16th round. It's just at this point, I don't think there are any posers out there.
Mountcastle's awesome in round 16. Like I was debating playing chicken there. I'm on the clock here. Man,
Alejandro Kirk just went.
Yeah,
if you were considering him.
Yeah, better just get this over with. Wow, this doesn't make me feel great because Herrera could get paw-hezed. We're going to go this direction, and I might fully regret this. So give me Joey Bart.
Because it starts with J-O, and that's who I'm looking at too. So.
Oh, you got nervous there for a second?
I'm nervous. I'm thinking Jonah Heim.
Yeah, I was looking at. He's one of the few I was looking at him, Hunter Goodman, who I love. They just re-signed Scott Stallings, who is a defensive wizard, and the Rockies could really screw up a good thing there. So that'd be my only slight concern there.
I mean, if Goodman could be good. He did hit 190 last year. It's not ideal. Oh, Burks takes Herrera. I was going between Heim and Herrera.
Herrera's a really good offensive guy. Pa's better defensive guy. So, like, Herrera, let's put it this way. Herrera is DHing my Pa's caught because Wilson Contreras is on the IL. Now let's see how it all works with Contreras healthy. While he's healthy, for how long he's healthy, we'll see. But that's my slight concern.
I figured someone would come through with that joke when I made my Jonah Heim.
Yes. Well done.
Joey Bart.
And Sikulski got me. Bubba, too much golf. It's Jacob Stallings, not Scott. Yes, you are correct. It's Jacob Stallings.
Scott Stallings.
Yes, Scott Stallings is yoked. And
isn't that the dude they sent the wrong Masters invite to? To a different Scott Stallings?
Yes, different Scott Stallings, yes. That was a great call, Martin.
Yeah,
it's not as late for us as it is for you, Martin, but it is late for this old man. So, yes.
I have, I think, given up on tracking who just got taken.
Jonah Heim.
Well, no, I took Jonah Heim.
I know. I was just throwing it out there. All right, now it's getting fun. Again, as obviously I keep saying, like a broken record, goes Patrick Bailey.
This is catcher, dude. This is your round.
Well, because guys had to start filling it up because they are
9 catchers have been taken basically in this round.
So
16th.
I need a middle infield, a corner infield, an outfielder, and 3 more pitchers. 2, 4, 6.
And homers and steals and batting average.
Are you done yet?
Runs, saves, RBI.
Kids got jokes. All right, now I got to figure out where are you going next. What are you looking at here, Ryan?
Yeah.
Well, that's never good when you go oof.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing.
That's been established for a few rounds now.
Yeah.
Wow, the silence is deafening, Ryan. Like I said, I need middle infield, corner infield, outfield, and 3 pitchers. Now the question is, do I wait on hitters or go attack pitching? Because obviously pitching gets even more iffy as we keep going down this list.
So I just queued up Nathaniel Lowe because I was looking at first base and he just got taken.
See, Martin went Dalton rushing. I am very curious to see what the Dodgers do there because rushing is a stud hitting catching prospect. and they don't like to play Will Smith every day. So I'm really curious what they do there. So that's an interesting
and
pick.
I mean, Martin knows his stuff in terms of prospects, and especially for redraft. It kind of makes me not feel that hot about my Will Smith pick.
Well, yeah. Don't listen to me. Listen to Martin. It's cool, but yeah, I wouldn't be feeling that hot either. Just throwing it out there.
Dude, Will Smith's fine.
If all else fails, you can still pick Aaron Savali. Okay, you are on the clock, by the way.
I'm trying to focus.
Well, okay. Well, I didn't know you were talking to me. So,
all right, we'll go.
Good pick. Story. Good pick. I was kind of thinking about him as a middle infielder, so I like that pick. See, I can be nice.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I do worry about Story, but
tell me a story about it.
I just don't know. I think the batting average could be really low. Steamer's projecting 220. Like, that's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't played a full season, and this is the Gladiator, and Trevor Story is not a Gladiator. So
no, he is not. That is for darn sure. But that was like the one thing that kind of kept me away was potential batting average, just devastation.
Yep.
I like everything else though. Like the rest of it, but
and if I look at my batting average, even with when I took Story, and I know you're up, so I'll let you make your pick. When I took Story, I had a 6-point edge in batting average over my target, and then when I took Story with his 223 batting average, my team's 261 dropped to 257, and so basically I'm right at the target for batting average, a little bit ahead in homers and steals, so I can maybe try and find a good batting average guy later in the draft, but that's usually a tough bargain.
Yeah, that could make things a bit tricky, but
25 seconds.
I know. I think I'm going to try for a bounce back in round 17 here with my next outfielder.
Oh, Nolan Jones. Nice. I like that.
I'll take that in round 17, see where it can go.
I like that. That's the forgotten man.
Yeah, I'll take.
Even though I put him on my first pitch panel just to talk about him, and 17th. Yeah. I mean, he could do nothing, but
yeah,
I like that.
Thank you. He is my 5th outfielder, so I'll take my chances with that. I'm still a believer. He might, like I said, he might not be 30-30 like many thought he could be, but why can't he be 15-15 and enjoy the BABIP love that Coors can give? I know there's a lot of swing and miss. I get every argument against it, but at that point in the draft, yeah.
Real quick, going back to this Dalton rushing discussion. So there's been some chatter, and I think it brings up a good point I want to talk about. So Martin Sokolsky says, who took rushing, says it's Dalton rushing season, get your guys. Rob DiPietro says, how much is he going to play?
Yep.
And then TDK chimes in, Bailey and rushing, they can't hurt you catcher strategy. So like one thing I think with rushing, I mean, we don't know, but if Martin believes in him, you would think that no matter, even if he doesn't play much, he's not going to hurt you. Like he's not going to be that catcher that is low batting average and just does nothing, like the Martin Maldonado. You could make the argument that you'd rather have a quarter season of Dalton rushing than a full season of a 20th round second catcher who is actively hurting you, as opposed to someone who isn't going to play all the time or even play potentially that much, but when he is playing is a positive. So just wanted to throw that out there.
No, I like that take quite a bit. It's a very astute observation from TDK on that one. Great analysis by you, Ryan.
Bo Naylor just went after rushing, after Patrick Bailey. I passed on him with J.O. Heim. Bo Naylor could bounce back, but Bo Naylor could also spend the majority of 2025 in the minors. Yeah. Like that could go one of two ways.
The bright side is they brought Austin Hedges back to be his backup, so it feels like it's still his job to run with for now. So
yeah,
take my chances basically. See how that goes.
All right, what do we got? 6 rounds left? Half hour left, do you think?
Yep, I'm still trying to figure out how I want to round this out. Now it gets fun.
What do you need? You got your 2 catchers.
I need MI, CI, and then 3 pitchers, I believe.
I need
basically comes down to what I want to wait on. Is what it comes down to.
Yeah, and that's 15 teamers. Is what every team's going to have holes. Where are you most comfortable?
Yep.
with those holes. I don't know yet. But.
Like, I'm not in love with as many starting pitchers coming up. I'll say that much. So there's a good chance I go that direction for now.
Yeah. How many do you need to fill out?
Maybe 3 more, unless I want to throw a closer in there. At least 2 to 3 starters, 0 to 1 closers. Depends. 3 pitchers, period.
Yeah, there's some interesting relievers still.
Yeah, I could see the waiting game strategy. Like, I'm going to probably do things a little different next time around. I'll say that much.
Like what?
Wait on closers, maybe wait on catchers.
Wait on closers.
Wait on closers and catchers, and then just attack. If that makes any sense. Okay, I know who I want if he falls to me. I cannot say it out loud because it would be very devastating if he disappears.
Oh, but, come on.
Oh, wait
Who
a
is
minute. No, I'm not saying this out loud.
What the hell, man?
No. You don't what the hell me right now. That is not appropriate. Let's just say it's one of your guys.
Well, I can't pick. I mean, I pick after.
I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about the other guys in the chat.
I'm worried about first base. That Nathaniel Lowe snipe. That was tough. It's bad. So by ADP, it is.
There's one guy still I like quite a bit, but
it's CES. It's Michael Busch, Cronenworth, Torque, Hoskins, Shanwell,
Vaughn wasn't the guy I was thinking of, but I don't hate him at this point. If you're this desperate, that's all I'm trying to say.
I think I'm gonna not punt. You have to take
Carlos Correa in round 18. How things have changed. My God.
He hit 300 last year.
Yep. I guess 300 with about 20 home runs, and that's about where the party ends. Maybe some runs and RBIs, depends on things. There are a few first base. Like, I would personally take the first baseman here if I was you, just before it really gets bad. But
I don't know. I don't mind CES as an upside pick. I don't mind Torque. I don't mind Soderstrom late.
I like Busch. Clip it. I like Michael Busch to play first base for your fantasy team. Michael Walker, Rob DiPietro.
Yeah.
He's not who I was going for, but I like the pick.
I mean, why not CES, dude?
I don't mind CES. He's in a platoon right now, at least projected to be in a platoon to start the year. That's my only thing, where Busch should be the dude.
Where'd my projections go?
Which sheet are my projections in? You know, one thing I don't have to worry about, where did my projections go? Not a problem over here.
There's Michael Busch.
Yeah, where do they, according to Baseball HQ, which one rates out better?
Those two are the exact same. Busch and CES. If I look for Soderstrom, he's quite a bit below. I like Soderstrom. Cronenworth is right there with Busch and CES. I think I'm going to go CES.
Yeah,
I'm going to play the lost season off a hit by pitch injury card and hope that the playing time's there.
That's one approach. Maybe I'll take CES next. I'm kidding. Kidding.
Earl Kelly.
I'm not that
18th round to Cicchini.
So I'm on deck. Keep falling to me.
I'm curious who this is. Is one of my guys?
It's one of your boys.
Okay.
And he's coming on down.
Who we got? Oh,
Nick Lodolo. In this round, as my fifth starting pitcher, give me Nick Lodolo in round 18 all day long.
My friend, I am happy for you. That's a good pick. I was looking at him like 3 rounds ago.
I've had him queued up for a long time, but I was like, I need to get other positions filled right now. And he was still sitting there.
Burks might need a first baseman. No, he took Newbar. All right, I'll take CES.
No, you're the only one with an empty spot.
The only one? You have the grid up?
So like, I would say you could wait, but quarter infield could snipe you, like, and really screw things up. But yes.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. TDK says excellent pick. I'm not sure who he's referring to. Probably Waka with Rob D. Definitely not.
Obviously mine.
No, Lodolo was might be pick of the draft. There goes Michael Busch.
I know, all jokes aside, I think he's a He's one of my more intriguing later round picks in
Really?
like 15s right now.
I like Nathaniel Lowe a lot more than Michael Bush. We might disagree on that.
Lowe potentially should have a better average.
More.
I think Michael Bush has more power. So I guess team
I'll
needs.
Give you that.
Do the lazy team needs comment.
Yeah, we'll default to that.
So team 4 already has all their pitching.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah. Team, I guess 10 just needs one more, 12 needs one more, and 14 needs one more. So something to think about as you're drafting, folks. This is to me, and again, totally just, not one of the experts in Gladiators, just likes playing them. Those are the kind of thing. Cade Smith, that is fun because if Class A has issues, that is a very interesting pick.
I mean, he probably won't, but Cade Smith is just that's good volume, good ratios. One of the best pitchers in baseball.
And then Freddie Fermin, if you're waiting on catchers, I do not mind that at all. Batting average, little pop, not a lot, but going to play probably close to another 100 games the way they take care of Salvi. Yeah, I like it. Like it.
Right.
Like it a lot.
I think my pick is in. You're going to love this one.
What are you looking for? One of my guys now?
Yeah.
What positions do you need? You need outfield and pitching. Okay. Now I'm really curious. Is it a bat or an arm?
It's a bat.
So outfield.
It's an outfielder.
If you did Matt Wallner, I'd freaking laugh my ass off. I would laugh my ass off.
It's only going to be worse if I get sniped.
So good.
There's a 19th round Bobby Miller.
Max Muncy.
All right, Matt Wallner. Pick is
you did do it. You did do it. I thought you were kidding.
Look at this, man. You take Lodolo and I take Wallner. What a world.
You need power, huh?
I mean, I don't know what I need. Yeah, I need some power to work.
I don't know what
I did just say I need batting average, and then I took Matt.
Yeah, that
Wallner.
Was not the pick then.
That was not the pick. Steamer projects Matt Wallner to hit 230. So that's not hot.
To be fair, most of these guys aren't projected to hit for a high average coming down the stretch.
And that's been a common thing that I've heard on early draft pods is batting average should be a priority early. And I think
which is what I did.
Starting to see why.
Yeah.
Would you do? Juan Soto?
Yeah. And my second one.
Dude, you took one hitter in the first 4 rounds. That's not exactly prioritizing batting average.
Hey, my first hitter.
Actually, pretty much the opposite.
Yeah. Hey, tomato.
Honestly, I don't even know if Juan Soto is.
Oh, you bite your tongue.
Is he a batting average lock? He'll be
fine. There. He's good.
Fine.
Stability is the way I look at it. There goes Cutter Crawford. Great pick, Slezak. That's who I was potentially going
Juan
to
Soto
take.
hasn't hit 290 since in the last 3 years. 246, 275, 288.
Administration. Do I go for one of my guys now and get real frisky with it on the mound? I think we're going to, but this could backfire tremendously. My whip's already out the window, so why not, right?
Well, Lodolo was going to save it until you make this mistake. DJ Hurst.
My dude. Keep laughing.
Dude, your whip is toast.
Well, it means I can win 9 other categories.
You'd have like 8,000 strikeouts.
I forgot I still have utility to fill in. I got another whole bat to pick together.
Dude, I think you're good in Ks.
I got CI, MI, util, and another pitcher to go.
Your whip.
Keep laughing, Bloomfield.
Cease, Peralta, Mackenzie Gore, and DJ Hurst.
I'm going to send you a cease and desist.
It's beautiful.
Goes Buxton. Buxton off the board. I do like that Hunter Goodman pick in round 19. I'm a believer, like I said, the Jacob Stallings thing shouldn't be an issue, but it's the Rockies, so I was a little cautious is all. But I have a lot. I have a lot of shares of Goodman so far. Let's put it that way.
You probably should have taken Cade Smith Neutralize that.
ratios.
Neutralize
I
that
still have
win.
one more pitching spot. Maybe I should just go with like an elite reliever. That's what you're trying to say. Smart ass.
All right, I need to focus on my team instead of.
Hey, Whip's already out the window. Might as well take Aaron Savali while I'm at it.
Yeah, I don't think he gets drafted. Rob D took your guy there, Orion.
That's not my guy. Why is that my guy?
You just need some ratio.
Oh, for ratios. I'm like, why the hell's that my guy? Gotcha, someone. Gotcha. All right. Now I got to start thinking. Okay, middle infield, corner infield, util is what I'm looking. I got some guys circled here, so that's a plus at least. Yeah, that could be fun. Middle infield. There's one I might take a risk on. We'll see.
There's like 4 or 5 pitchers I'm fine going with.
I'm surprised there's still a couple on the clock. Let's put it that way.
As I try and catch up on injury news. All right,
Yeah, it is important right now.
Now I've got a couple. God, Savali is creeping up the queue a little bit.
All right. We got to get these people some good radio here. We're at the turn, 1920 turn. Joey Ortiz. That was one I was kind of looking at as a potential. And then there goes Tobias Meyer. That's a guy I've been taking in my 15 in my DCs. I like Tobias this late in drafts for sure. Big fan of that move.
Starting to see which teams are filled out. There's 3 teams that still need a catcher. All but one is filled out. They're pitching, but everyone has 7 or more pitchers. I've got 7 only, and you've got 8.
Yep.
So yeah, you're good. Your outfield's done. But
Yep,
you can take util, right?
I need util MICI. That's what I'm looking at right now.
Okay. So you need to take a hitter here. That's
the goal, and I think I'm gonna take a gamble at the hitting position here, and we'll see.
So Jordan Romano just went in the 20th round. He was queued up. I was going to take Jordan Romano. I thought
that's not a bad. There's Connor Norby. I like that pick by DB. Sorry, I cut you off.
No,
Jordan
you're good.
Romano.
Good. I just think he's close enough to healthy. He had surgery to fix his elbow. Like, was trying to give it a go to get back by the end of the season. I think he's the closer in Toronto to get that in the 20th round. Yeah, there's risk. Anybody coming off elbow surgery, but seems like a pretty good price. So I'll give MTM some credit on that one.
It is a fair price for sure. I don't mind taking around 20 dart on a guy that should be the everyday closer.
Well, as Joe Rico says in the chat, apparently Toronto made DFA Romano. So
really?
If you have a link to that, Joe, I'd be interested in reading that. I did not know that.
I'm going to search for that. That's our Toronto correspondent, Joe Rico, if you're curious.
Can we edit out that last 30 seconds?
Yeah, I just saw, there's the first headline from Josh Goldberg of the Toronto Sun-Times.
DFA?
The Blue Jays are considering non-tendering Jordan Romano, according to, he's projected $7.75 million next season. Would be a bummer ending to what's been a great run for Romano.
That's crazy. I did not see that today. Wow.
And then all these people are like throwing appreciation tweets out for him. Wow, yeah. That is, and so that could be another free agent closer coming off the board.
But yeah, if Toronto's willing to DFA him, something's not right.
No.
You know, like that's wild. I did.
When I was reading that, Waxman took the dude I was going to gamble on and House on Kim.
Well, apparently, Martin said, "Why is Kim not in the player pool? Maybe he couldn't find him or something."
Yeah, he was there. Well, I've had him queued up for a while.
Okay, that's you want to talk about like a regression play. No, Ha-Seong Kim was going 6th round last year, wasn't he?
Because he's not going to be ready for the first potentially month of the season. And he's a free agent, and it's a shoulder injury, so you got all those quote unquote concerns. Yeah. But that's a fun one to play with for sure.
TDK likes Brandon Lau, who just went in the 20th. Apparently, lefties benefit the most from this Steinbrenner Field transition.
Yep, I was looking at Brandon Lau. Fudge. Okay, we're gonna go this
You're up.
direction.
Oh,
Yep.
you only got 10 seconds.
Yep, Jonathan India, middle infielder.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I wanted Kim, and I was reading the Romano stuff, and I came back and saw Kim was gone. I'm like, oh, that's why we, fun.
So I'm about to take someone who probably is going to be on like every one of my teams this year. Just one of those like late pitchers that I like, and so therefore you end up on a lot of teams.
Well, I can't wait to see who this is.
It's the Fiesta. It's David Festa. I really like David.
The guy
Festa.
You were pretty invested in towards the end of last season. Too,
I was. I think he looked really good. The results, were shady, but I think David Festa is good.
My DJ Hers is like your Festa, the way we both kind of have our likes for him.
Yeah, it's we may both.
Yeah, it's kind of
we may both be on the same sinking ship there, but
yep, it's different routes, but we'll both be at the bottom
ships
when it's all said and done.
Yeah, we'll be down there with the little vessel.
I'm surprised no one's taken David Fry yet. That's a bit surprising.
Well, all but 3 have a catcher left.
It's being sarcastic, by the way. I'm seeing if anybody take the bait on that one.
You don't like David Fry?
He had surgery. He's out for the year.
Oh.
Yeah.
The hell did that happen?
If only there was a news article on a Patreon that people could check out. Good Lord.
Oh, shit. Must have missed that.
If only.
Undergoes UCL. I was at first pitch. How am I supposed to know this?
You were at first pitch. That's funny.
There goes Roman Anthony in the 20th round to Martin Sokolsky.
Prospect boy taking some prospects because I don't know what to expect from Roman Anthony.
That's 2 prospects from Martin. I don't know what to expect from Anthony either. Mostly in terms of, I mean, every scouting report is awesome. More so in terms of playing time. How aggressive is Boston going to be?
Well, they said they were rumored to potentially be trading someone. That'd be interesting.
Yoshida. Martin does say it would be a huge mistake if Roman Anthony is not up on opening day. So Martin believes. Martin's a believer.
He's a Red Sox guy, so take your
Yep.
Take your info as you would.
3 more picks. I need outfield utility and a pitcher. I think I know who my last pitcher is going to be, and he's pretty far down in ADP. So, got to look at hitters here.
Ooh, Benintendi's still available if you need somebody.
Benintendi?
Yeah, he's still available.
20 home run man?
Yep, big power. Big fantasy.
I knew that was coming.
Go get you some.
Martin took the pitcher. Nick Martinez was the pitcher I thought I'd be able to
the
wait
$23 million man makes it to round 21. That's impressive.
I think Nick Martinez is good. I like that pick a lot. I was not expecting that. Oh, this is not good. I am up.
Yeah, I'm nervous that my pick's not going to be there. I'm not happy about this.
Can I put him at? Yeah, I've got utility. I don't know. I don't like this pick, but Otto Lopez. That's weird to have a second baseman at utility, isn't it?
That's boring. No, I was kidding. Just kidding.
I mean, he'll play. He should.
He will play. He'll get you a few steals, more power than I think people expect. Not a ton, but more power than they expect. So, and usually a pretty good batting average. Like, I don't hate Otto Lopez. Like you said, a utility just feels a little weird, but I get where you're
decent batting average, which is 260 HQ is projecting. Actually, HQ dollar-wise has Otto Lopez and Zach Geloff right next to each other. Geloff more homers, but fewer worse batting average. Close to the same number of steals. So I don't know.
All right, I'm on the clock, and I'm about to get. I need utility still. Yep, this will work. Boom. Give it to me. There it is.
Ooh, Manzardo. Okay.
Yep, I'll take my chances there. Love that we saw it towards the end. Hope we can continue to blossom, as one may say. All right. So all I need now is CI and a pitcher. We're getting towards the end, Ryan. What do you need still?
I'm just basking in my Michael C. compliment. I like Otto. Michael Cicchini says I like Otto an inordinate amount. 260, 270 with 20 steals. Michael, that's pretty much what we are projecting for Otto over at HQ. 260, 18 steals, and 490 plate appearances. So we'll see. Only 8 home runs, which
a late Evan Carter.
I might take the over on, but I was looking at Evan Carter as well. I mean, you want to talk also about I'm very concerned about him, but 21st round.
21st round, I like. I'm just nervous. Like the reports on his back is,
yeah,
like he should be good to go, but I'm still not in love with it, type of thing.
And he's a platoon guy, but I think a lot of these hitters, it's strong side, and I think a lot of these hitters. I mean, everyone has warts at this point. If you take a platoon bat, who's
with the Odie?
I don't know, but he can't. I mean, he can't hit lefties. Doesn't matter who it's.
Yeah, I do like his upside.
He couldn't hit lefties in the minors, so
that's fair. It's fair. That's fair. So corner and pitcher.
Corner and pitcher you need?
What about you again? Sorry if you answered that already.
I need outfield and pitcher. And I don't have a pitcher lined up because Martin.
There goes Kumar Rocker. I was wondering about that.
Put a wrench in that plan.
There goes Kumar.
Harold and Kumar.
There you go. I was waiting for that.
Is there a Harold in baseball? That's a side quest. Get a Harold and a Kumar.
Too bad Harold Baines isn't around anymore.
Is there? There's not a single Harold.
I don't think so. No.
In the player pool.
That's interesting. Is there a Harris? I'll take roundabout ways.
No, that's a stretch, man.
Have you not podcasted with me for nearly 200 episodes?
That's a stretch. Harris and Kumar.
Have you not done this long enough with me?
Might as well go Harris and Chadwick Tromp.
Easy. Don't slip up on that one, buddy. We've almost made it 23 rounds, Ryan. Don't screw this up.
Harris and Chadwick.
There you go. Harris and Chadwick.
Noelvi Marte. I couldn't do because I already have CES. I couldn't do Marte and CES, I don't think. But MTM just took Noelvi Marte 21st. I mean, it could be. I mean, was legitimately awful last season. But I mean, that's the equation at this point in the draft is do you take like Benintendi and Noelvi Marte went 2 picks apart. Like those are polar opposite players in terms of
floor
like
versus ceiling.
Exactly. So it's just, I mean, that's interesting to see those two guys who are polar opposites go next to each other.
Man, your boy Savali's starting to look a lot better right now, isn't he?
I don't know, dude. I'm not doing that.
Oh, wow. What's wrong?
Your guy is still around.
Which one? You can say names.
Kyle Harrison.
Yeah, he is still around. Hayden Birdsong still around.
Yep. He would fit in on your all whip team.
I was waiting for that.
Birdsong? Doesn't he walk like he had a 139 whip?
Yeah, he just strikes them all out or he walks them all. It's,
Yeah.
Beautiful world we live in. He would fit right in. Yeah, Harrison,
Team Bubba like a glove
last year.
Yeah.
Good
Harrison or Birdsong.
Forget Eduardo Rodriguez if you want to talk whip. Like career like 1-4 whip, something like that.
Oh man.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those. The later in the draft, shocker, whip is not a thing. Hard to find those replacements. There's a few, but you sacrifice other things along the ways if you start doing that.
I don't know. Well, yeah, I'm going to sacrifice K's big time if I'm looking at Jameson Taillon.
Yeah, no, Taillon would be one of your whip guys, yes.
But
your whip saviors, I should say.
But he strikes out like
Nobody.
And if I look at my strikeout projection,
oh God,
I am 247 strikeouts short. So
yeah, might as well punt that one to the moon right about now because you ain't finding that anywhere.
We got any 250K guys sitting around 22nd round?
don't think you're going to stumble across any of those anytime soon.
Damn.
Man, there's just a lot of decisions to make in the pitching side of things right now.
I know, and we only get one slot, so
yeah,
make it count.
That's what they say. I need about 25 more minutes.
Dr. Foucher, Michael Cicchini.
Oh, the Good Doctor by Cicchini.
Yep,
like it.
I mean, I do think if Foucher's healthy, I think if the Marlins don't do anything, I think Foucher is the dude in Miami.
You always got to respect the dude.
God, you know who's available too? Rhett Lauder. We both hated on him, and
yeah, I saw that. That did not get me overly excited. Let's put it that way.
You're up.
I know. I'm trying to decide which corner infielder I want right now.
You pivoted.
Yeah, there's so many pitchers I still like. So I'm kind of like, let's just kind of wait and see how the cookies crumble on this one. God, I'm just gonna take my boring guy here. Good contact skills, little power, little speed.
That is your guy, Shanwell.
Yeah, I'll take my boring guy. For a guy that took 3 pitchers in the first 4 picks, my last pick's a pitcher, by the way. Just throwing that out there to you.
Yeah, that probably should be, honestly.
Yeah.
There's a Bubba.
Bubba Chandler. Bubba Chandler. A lot of people are hot. I just can't.
Who was the other Bubba? Bubba
Starling.
The stolen base guy.
Starling. Or
Bubba Thompson.
Bubba Thompson, yes. There's a few Bubbas that were out there. Nothing like this Bubba, but yes, some Bubbas.
Of course.
Yes, but man, decisions. You're on deck. Where are you going?
Burks had Shanwell in the queue.
Well, he's an angel, of course.
I don't know why you'd have Shanwell in your queue. But
easy. Be nice.
You definitely sniped him because Burks is under 20 seconds now.
Stifled him.
There's no more angels he can take.
Better clean up my queue here. Can't take any more bats. That would be bad.
I don't even know if it would let you.
It doesn't, which is great. So you can basically drunk draft if you want. It just won't let you take certain guys. Ooh, this is interesting. Won't help my whip, but it could be a fun late pick.
Dom, the retired bullpen guru, as we were talking about, Dr. Foucher, likes Tinoco in Miami's bullpen.
Tinoco. Very nice.
And Michael was debating between the two.
All righty. I still don't believe that might be a guy I go take a chance on right there.
Who?
I'm not saying it right now.
There goes Jomo.
Who'd you take?
I took Tyone. I said I was going to take him.
Jomo was a guy I just couldn't stomach, but with my whip, I probably should have said screw it and look for the bounce back. I'll talk more about mine if he comes up here, but I don't believe in roster resource on this one. That's all I'm going to say. Don't believe it at
talking
all.
to Curlin a little too much lately, or what?
No, I'm not spiteful like him. I'm just trying to be a realist here.
You can let it out at the end of the pod. No one's listening.
I could be totally wrong. This could be a wasted pick, but I'm willing to potentially go there. I might change my mind by then, but because there are a lot of flyer pitchers at the end here, I will say that much.
I'm looking at outfield because that's what I have to take. It's bad.
Yeah, that's why I decided to pivot. Well, that'll kill my whip if I take him. if it's
your
possible.
Whip is already killed.
If possible, it'll kill it some more.
I think we're okay there.
Man, I did a number on that one. I think
we're good.
That's some regrouping coming up there.
I think we're good in whip.
Hey, for the first draft, I'll take it.
We can't give him that much, can we? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, you looking at if you figured out which outfielder you're taking?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Luke Raley. I mean, platoon, but strong side.
Side. He played pretty well. Yep. Like I don't hate it. Don't hate it.
All right, we got a squad. Bloomfield's done.
One way to put it. Yep. Yeah, I think
So the snipe waterfall happened. You snipe
Ooh.
Burks, and then Burks sniped Martin by taking Spencer Horwitz.
That's
But really, I
beautiful.
don't know the last round if anything's a snipe anymore. But second to last round,
I
Dylan
like it.
Moore, 2 Mariners in the last round. That sounds about right.
That reeks of desperation.
Martin, thanks for hanging, man. Good luck
Yeah,
with the
thanks,
little one
Martin.
tonight, 1:30 in the morning.
Have fun, buddy.
Appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who's still hanging out. We've still got
Yes.
22 in the YouTube.
Now I am on the clock. Do I really want to take this pick?
We appreciate. I know sometimes there's some dead air and whatnot, and maybe just us talking crap to each other, but
I think that's what
instead
people
of
want.
analysis. But we had fun. Hope everyone else did. The chat was going all night, so that was good.
Matthew Boyd, my last pick.
I like that. I like that.
The one I was looking at that I didn't agree with roster resources, Grant Holmes. They have him working out of the bullpen. They have Ian Anderson on the rotation, and Holmes was like,
I can't see that. And Grant, I mean, we talked about 6-7 starters.
Yeah, but
honestly, I like Holmes
DC.
and Boyd over Tyon. Who I took.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not going to be rude. I'm gonna let that one slide. So it's okay.
You don't like Tyon pick?
No, I was going to make fun of you because the 2 guys I was looking at you liked better than the one you did pick. So Sean Chard, there you go.
Sean says, debated O'Hearn and Rayleigh for my last pick. Thought I'd go batting average, Baltimore fences. Yeah, Sean, thanks for hanging out. Thank you.
Thanks. Appreciate it. I like that Pavin Smith pick by Thurman right there towards the end. That's fun because with Christian Walker likely out of town, Smith could play first base, not just outfielder, which could allow for a lot more playing time.
The good doctor checks in. Mr. Irrelevant is incoming. So the last pick in the draft.
There's Del Castillo.
There's Del Castillo. All right. Waxman took him.
Yep.
Here come all the catchers. Yeah.
I like that.
Higgy, I mean.
Higgy's a free agent, and I like it because if he gets to the right team, going to be awesome. And he's still a good backup that won't kill you. So it goes that whole conversation earlier. So I do like Higgy quite a bit.
Yeah, and then
Travis,
they had to be a catcher coming. So Darnell
backing up Logan O'Hoppe.
Yeah, I mean, out of those 3, I'd go. I like Higgy. I like Higgy the most.
Yeah,
good amount, but he may sign somewhere and be the backup catcher. That's the
problem. But him as a backup for 60, 70, maybe 80 games is still pretty good.
Yeah.
Josh, I love it. There it is. I almost picked him as my corner infielder.
Ring the bell, Mr.
Look at that, Josh Bell, Manzardo, and Carlos Santana, but I took the one guy that's got a job for now.
Yeah, I think the Mariners were interested in Carlos Santana, which you don't want. So, yeah, first base dried up at the end. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry,
Michael C goes, mistakes were made.
Oh, dude. Yes, this was. I'm glad my first draft of the year is a $50 Gladiator because. Yes, mistakes were made. I did just a quick recap. If you scroll up, Bubba, my plan kind of going in was to go heavy bats early, and I did that with 6 of the top 7, and then I wanted middle round volume, and so my next 5 rounds 8 through 12 for me were all pitchers. So that was the plan. I don't know if it's a good plan, but Michael, thank you, Mr. Ferretti. Burks, that was fun.
Yeah, for me, I wanted to get strikeouts because I know that killed me in the past, but we'll see. I went pretty heavy pitching, like you mentioned about 12 times on the show, and hitting. I'm still happy with what I have, but it's obviously a lot of piecing it together. Not as many elite-ish bats that going back on this catching and relievers I can wait on.
Spencer was in the draft team 10. Made some notable picks, but had an awesome time. Super great competition. I don't know about that part, at least with me, but there were some good teams being built tonight.
Yeah, Thurmond had the same philosophy.
Spencer has the same plan as I did, and he did. Yeah, he was the one who waited till the 5th round to take Cole, and then it's interesting his build to go Cole, Senga. Joe Ryan, G-Rod. I mean, you're leaning into
Senga.
some
Throw Senga into there too,
and Senga. You're leaning into some injury risk there, but I think in Gladiator 2 you can make the case. You almost kind of want to say, well, volume matters, but like on the pitching side, if you get 100 really good innings and then nothing, that can probably be better than like especially in a 15-teamer, like streaming the wire. Like it's may not be the worst thing in the world to just try and get as many good innings as you can if you get half the league.
It's like
half the season.
It's like the phrase I keep saying on every show. People are probably sick of it. They talked about 70% of pitchers got hurt, 75% of injuries came from pitching. Like, so if you're in a gladiator where we know it's all about survival and the fittest, if most pitchers are going to get hurt, why are we taking, like, that's part of the question. You can't predict which pitchers get hurt, obviously. Like, if you say somehow my top 3 guys all stay healthy and everybody else has at least one ace get hurt, that's amazing. But like, I'm just saying, probably not the case. So, yeah.
Spencer did a Bubba and the Bloom strategy blend. He took my hitter early approach and then waited on closers and catchers like you talked about. So
yeah, I got 2 more, and like I said, I got a 3-pack of Gladiators, so I'll have some fun with that. Maybe do 3 more after that. We'll see. But they're fun, they're quick, they're easy. It took a little over 2 hours. So that's good. Joe Rico in the chat saying can't wait for the Bubba and the Bloom auction live stream 2.0. That'll be an electric factory, of course.
That will be happening. Derek is in there. Derek had a rogue IPA in the in the Discord, so I like that. But thanks, guys. Appreciate organizing this. Hope we can do it again. He's an East Coaster.
These guys were. Look at the good doctor. The good doctor says it as well.
Oh my God! Yeah, thank you all for hanging with us. I know. Yeah, there's a reason why we do it late, and we kind of have to, but appreciate you guys hanging out.
Yeah, one of these days we'll figure one out, but yeah. Good night, Dom. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll have some more fun along the way, Mr. Bullpen Guru. Thank you much.
Good to be back in the draft room with you. That was fun.
He says Fish might be live streaming his Gladiator tomorrow night. I might jump in and pay attention to that. Have some fun with them.
That would be awesome. I'm assuming, Dom, you're in that one. I would imagine.
We'll see. But
try and check that out too. Yeah.
All right.
That's 10 o'clock?
I'm guessing
7 o'clock our time.
Yeah, they're usually 10 p.m. Eastern for them. Either 8 or 10 p.m. With Fish, probably 10.
I may be able to hang out for that one. I'm not going to draft it, but yeah. All right.
Yep. All right. We'll wrap it up there, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. I know it was some dead air, but first drafts, having fun, figuring it all out. And yes, it's 10 p.m. Eastern, Ryan. But we'll be back with you guys next week. More fun heading into the holiday weekend and all kinds of other craziness. Make sure you follow Ryan on Twitter at RyanBHQ, the podcast at Bubba Bloom Pod, and your Gladiator champion at BDentric. This was Bubba and the Bloom, episode 189. Catch you all next time.